my god.
Hi everyone! I'm glad I did not have desktop audio on for that one. Aries.
Well, all I was saying is, if you install computer drivers, make sure they're not female because they're just going to keep crashing.
Hey, I've only assaulted a couple curbs in my day, okay? Kiss my ass.
I want to make it clear I had nothing to do with it. We got commercials. No, we're up to 7. We went from 5 to 7.
Whoop whoop! Okay. Don't mind me, guys. I'm hungry. I'm eating. Is there a fan on? No. Where's my space heater? Aries and Rock are too low, and I'm not sure if your OBS is using your headphones.
Right, I meant to say that last time. Our sweet dear Willow gave me a little bit of feedback. Yeah, she said that you're too loud and me and Aries are too quiet.
See, now I hear opposite. And I think I forgot to do something. File settings.
You switch your audio after you did recording.
Yep.
Apply. How's that?
Yeah, I can't fucking update anything now that Halo's stuck on the download
better?
page.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you hear me better now, my fans? My wonderful, adoring fans?
Much better. Okay. Cool.
Well, I'm better. We need to get Harry Potter over here to start reading a book so we can...
Yeah,
make
come on,
sure.
Harry Potter. WAP! We are professionals!
Yeah, see, the last person who called me that, I nearly accidentally crushed their throat.
Accidentally?
Don't hurt Potato Frog's mom. We're gonna be meeting up this weekend.
It was shit I had to grow up with. It was just year after fucking year, every day, just being compared to him. And just being called him. It was one of the things that made me snap and I nearly killed someone because of it.
Ah, damn. Well, make sure you tell Potato Frog's mom that.
Well, it wasn't just that. There was a bunch of other shit happening in the background, but that was the one that just pushed me.
Reasonable.
May have
Yeah, I mean, would totally touch on mental health and, anger management that, some people struggle with. That's a pretty important topic that we haven't covered deeply.
Yeah, and people don't actually know what anger management is. They just assume it's being able to suppress the anger. The opposite also applies to people like me who can't not suppress it.
I used to manage my anger with a gun. Don't take that out of context.
Shooting range.
Yes, I would go to a shooting range with like a couple hundred rounds and just shred paper. It was, like a good relief or whatever. Or pop cans. I used to. You take like axe cans or like pressurized cans or whatever, set those up out there, shoot those, they blow way up into the fucking air, it's a good time, good time. Wait, are we still too quiet?
No.
I just read the thing. It said too low.
You're...
Sounds like what?
Yeah, they were talking about me because I was using my webcam. Going to a shooting range costs an arm and a leg nowadays.
No, I have a shooting range in my backyard.
Yeah, I can just go to my dad's.
Like, I live out in the sticks. I literally have like, what, a 500-yard shooting range with a nice big healthy backstop. Like actually just a really big. So like the field kind of comes up to like this, we call it a point. It's just like a really high spot in the field. And yeah, we put the targets in front of that. Backstop stops bullets. Because once you shoot that bullet, you're responsible for it. And yeah, it's up to you where the hell that bullet goes. So you can't be like, oh, I didn't know there was a house behind this shooting range and, fucking kill somebody. No, you have to know What's behind your target, whatever you shoot?
Yes, you do. That's why you should be shooting like in town or anything.
Yeah,
Bullets
yeah,
are
I know
expensive,
how.
or at least used to be. I haven't looked recently. Bullets are
We
always
know
going
how.
to be
Dude, do
expensive.
you not reload? Reload's so much cheaper.
Thanks, Mofa.
Wolf of all people should know how to reload. He strikes me as the type that would know how to reload.
Like he's been at high school.
Because
No.
his driver's license is horizontal now.
Well, no, you fuck. I learned how to reload whenever I was younger. Like you don't no, like reload. Okay. By reloads, I don't mean like you reload the gun. I'm talking about you take the brass that you had left over at the shooting range, like the empty casings, take those home and reload them with new bullets, primers, and gunpowder.
Yeah, that's not as
And
common knowledge as you think it is.
well, it is around here. Like fucking what, probably about 7 in every 10 people know how to reload. I'm sorry, 7 in every 10 people that own guns and are avid hunters and shooters and all
Which
that,
drops the
they know
number
how to
by a
reload.
huge amount.
Not you'll know my area, a lot of people own guns. We don't have those whiny people that are like, oh, guns are bad, guns are bad. We don't have very many of those.
So you live
Mainly
in
because
Texas.
all the hunters and people with guns run away. Or make them run away. Because we're scary. Because, oh no, they own guns. They're bad people. Never once had an accidental discharge or accidentally shot somebody or shot someone on purpose. I keep all my guns in a
Well,
safe
that's
where they're
scary
safe.
if your mom owns a gun and you know more about the gun than she does. Just saying.
I mean, yeah, guns, you should know how to handle a gun before you go owning one, but,
Mhm.
you know, like, there's plenty of courses and shit that, you know, can help people learn. For me, that shit was beaten in my head ever since I was little, you know, like, you don't even point, like, toy guns at other people, like
Correct.
the little ones that shoot those darts, super soakers, you know, squirt guns and shit. You don't even point those at people. And so, you know, I've never had to deal with that. Because from a very young age, I was taught gun safety. And whenever you're hunting, you never put your finger on the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Don't be a fucking dumbass walking through the bushes with your gun off safety and your finger on the trigger. Because if you trip and fall, there's a fairly good chance if your finger's in that trigger guard, it's going to pull that trigger and you either shoot yourself, a hunting buddy, or just send a stray round. Like,
Yeah, no chaining people, guys.
yeah, don't do a Dick Cheney.
We're smarter than that, hopefully.
Yeah.
I am. Like I said, I've never even had an accidental discharge. Hell,
See, I don't,
I go,
I don't, e-
I,
I don't even know who Dick Cheney is, and the fact that you said spotted, and that still has me questioning the statement.
he shot a guy in the side of the head during a duck hunt.
Yep.
He was our vice president.
Okay, so you
That was,
Well, she needs to go
That
practice.
sounds appropriate for presidential people.
Yeah.
2000, early 2000. It was, George Bush's vice president.
Mhm.
But yeah, he shot a guy in the side of the head with a shotgun during a duck hunt.
Food.
Don't really know why he did that, but yeah, he clearly didn't understand gun safety. I don't. I mean, there's a lot of people though. Like, honestly, I think they need to raise the age a little bit on when you can own guns, because these like high school kids that, you know, spend their whole fucking childhood playing dumb shit like Call of Duty and Fortnite, and like they see all these guns and they're like, oh man, those guns are so cool and shit. So as soon as they turn 18, they go and buy one, and they don't realize that it's no longer a game, and they're really fucking stupid and end
Mhm.
up hurting somebody or themselves because well, I'm sure there's been a few kids that thought they can, well, what do they call it on Call of Duty? Dolphin diving and shit. And they probably end up hurting themselves badly or other people around them because they think it's like just a video game and that gun's not going to go off until you push the button. But that's not, you can accidentally, I guess, quote, push that button.
Also, doesn't help that Call of Duty had a phase where they had military recruitment flyers in their fucking game cases.
Why teach a blind man gun safety? He wasn't always blind, goofball.
Yeah, a long time ago, I could see real good. My vision has not always been this bad. I've,
Yeah,
like,
he
at
was
one point could
basically a
see really
sharpshooter.
good. I was a better shot than most people that, well, most instructors. I honestly was not a sniper by any means because I didn't understand like the rotation of the earth and I wasn't shooting like 2 miles away and like all that bullshit. I was, but like I was the longest shot I ever took on an animal and actually killed it. Well, and it was my longest shot I ever took at an animal and I killed it was 212 yards.
Pokemon.
And I hit it right where you're supposed to.
In the ass.
No, those are my closer range shots.
Needed to get a good view of the penetration.
Alright, it works. It turns out there's a lot of important shit to fuck up in the chest with a bullet. Well, there's apparently a lot of important shit in the hindquarters you could fuck up with a bullet too. Wait, who the fuck said that why teach a blind person gun safety?
Mofa, that's why I said that. That's why I said what I said, that you weren't always blind. He didn't know that.
Mofa, you're a dumbass.
He didn't know. Jerk.
I see. So Mofa's like a Nazi. He's like, oh well, if he can't see, he shouldn't be allowed to do things that the rest of us do. Okay, I got you now. I
Okay,
don't have
seriously?
as many. I don't
Seriously?
have as many rights.
Rog, are you trying to say that a blind man should be okay to have a gun?
My brother is completely blind and he owns many, many guns and he still shoots.
How does he do that?
Do you know the difference between a pistol scope and a rifle scope?
No.
Yes.
Pistol scopes, you have to hold like further out, hence whenever you're shooting a pistol, you hold the gun out in front of you generally. Pistol scopes only work on pistols if you try to get really close to the scope like you do with a rifle. It distorts the image badly. Like the further away you get, or the further away you get the gun from your eye, the better you can see through a pistol scope.
Okay.
He has taken scopes, standard rifle scopes that normal people would use off of guns, and has put, well, it's something he made it himself. Has anybody ever seen like the old World War II, like they put them on the or the Kar 98s, the Mausers the Germans used, and the scopes that they put on like Mosin Nagants that the Russians used, like how the scopes kind of offset a little bit from the bore. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, he has something akin to that, except for it's something he designed himself that offsets a pistol scope over his shoulder. Well, the person that's behind him can like get right behind his shoulder and look through the pistol scope and tell him when to shoot. He's killed many a deer. There's actually a news article written on my brother for killing a red stag out west. He went hunting. Totally blind. Used that setup, and you could probably find. Actually, I'll see if I can't find it. But yeah, he he killed a red stag, a nice one too. Totally blind. He just has to have somebody with him so he can know where and when to shoot.
Interesting. Okay,
Blind people can
but your
do a lot
normal
of things.
blind person should not have a gun.
I don't see why not.
Like, these are extenuating circumstances.
I don't see why not. You're literally stripping away more rights that they've already had stripped from them, like the right to be able to drive a car. I mean, yeah, legally and safety reasons, yeah, they shouldn't drive a car, but at the same time, being blind, you already lose like a lot of your what most people take for granted as rights.
Oh yeah, and I totally agree with you, but that's also for other people's safety. Like, I can see if they can
Blind people
prove.
can be responsible. My
I,
brother's never killed anyone.
well, but with, like I said, there's extenuating circumstances around that though.
Blind
Like
people know what they can and can't do.
Yes, but then we're gonna have some gun-toting blind person be like, "It's my right to own this gun," and they're just gonna start shooting, not real. And what if there's a person all of a sudden there when they're shooting?
Counter argument: how many shootings have you heard on the news have been done by a blind person?
He's right.
Because they don't have guns generally.
Well, blind people are legally allowed to go buy own guns. Blind people are probably tend to be more responsible than people that can see.
Okay, I can agree with that because they have to take the extra time to do that. Hey Spanx, bye Spanx.
Yeah, I mean, blind people, we know what we're capable of, and we know what we can and can't do. And I mean, I'm not going to go into like a Walmart with a gun and just decide, you know what, this makes a good shooting range. I don't know where I am, but I hear voices. I'm just going to start shooting. No, I'm not going to do that. And you probably will be hard pressed to find any blind person that would.
I see your side, and I don't like the fact of taking someone's rights away because I do believe people should keep their rights. It's just it's hard to think on a situation with like that could put other people at risk, like driving, a blind person driving.
Yeah, and that's why you never find blind people driving because we're responsible enough and know that we can't do that.
But you know
Just
there's
like
gonna be that one blind person that thinks that they can.
as opposed to the like millions of other people that think they can drive but actually
Touche.
can't and cause traffic accidents.
Touche.
When was the last time you heard about a blind person killing somebody driving?
Touche. I agree. I'm not saying, but there's also a lower percentage of blind people than there are of actual people.
That's true, but again, the number of people that think they know how to drive because they watch Fast and Furious and think that, you know, they can like drive real fast and they think they're good at it, or the dumbasses that think, oh, I've only had like, you know, I'm only half plastered. I can drive, you know, because, well, they're dumbasses and they get in a car and then kill somebody because they're drunk. Highly, or very much so, outweighs the people with a condition like mine who knows, hey, I'm not gonna fucking drive because, yeah, I'm probably gonna kill somebody. I mean, you know, I know, like, here, we'll put it to you this way. I know that, you know, you and me and everybody else in the world, not just in the States, have to play to the 1% of stupid people. The thing is, blind people generally aren't stupid.
And I never said they were.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, you know, we're used to having to play to the 1% of
1
stupid
minute.
people.
If you don't want to
And,
listen to the ad, pop out the video and mute the ad.
or subscribe.
Or subscribe. Touche. I should be pushing that more than the going around.
Yeah.
Oops.
Or get a better ad blocker.
You're welcome.
But no, it's blind people, like I said, just our thought process is, I think, vastly different from most people's. Like, for instance, you all have seen me, like, whenever I've, like, streamed games, sometimes I'll do the one type of stream where you can see my mouse, but that also means you can see me zooming in and out.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest here. You and Aries, both, I'll ask you both this. Could you stand to play a game or anything, do anything on a computer doing what I have to do?
No.
I have had to do it, and it's extremely fucking irritating.
See, it doesn't bother me that much. You have to adapt. You have to figure out what works for you and then stick with that. See, most people see me doing that and they're like, "Oh man, like how the fuck can you do that? Don't do that. Like that's so hard. Like you're making it so hard." And it's like, "No, that's actually easier for me." Yeah, it's hard for everybody else because nobody else had to adapt to that. I did. I mean, people with disability, not just blindness, but people that are deaf or people that have like motor function issues, um, they are to a certain degree much better at adapting than your average person that doesn't have like any kind of physical disability because they have to be. Otherwise, they just can't do what most people do. Like I can't play fucking probably 70% of the games on the market because of my vision problem. The 30% I can play, I have to use aids like Windows Magnifier, or if there's a screen reader available, I'll use that. Like Aries remembers that, the fucking tree stump thing on fucking what was it?
Diablo.
Fucking Diablo 4, yeah. Like I'm like me and him's fighting these like hordes of enemies or whatever, and my fucking screen reader just keeps saying tree stump, tree stump, tree stump, and it's just like, shut the fuck up! I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to kill this other thing. It was like, God, I mean, yeah. Don't get me wrong, that shit can get annoying, but at the same time, I have to use it. There's no choice. There's no option. It's like I've had people ask me before, like, well, how can like how can you do these things? Like how how do you cope with being blind, or like how do you manage to do this or that? And I always tell them the same thing. It's easy when choice is taken out of the equation. You just have to do it. Like when you don't have a choice, you have to do it that way. There's no other way. Like I said, but a lot of people take their mobility or vision or hearing for granted.
Agreed. And I know I do. Like, and I actually was asked this question. If I could choose between losing my sight or losing my hearing, which one would I pick? And I think I would rather lose my sight than lose my hearing. Because I love how things sound. One of it's one of those things that always makes me feel good listening to music and stuff like that. It's always that, like, everything that I do currently outside of like driving and stuff like that, I I can find a way to do it. So couldn't I would choose to be blind and keep my hearing. Now, I guess, Rog, this is a little morbid to ask you. Would you choose to have your eyesight back to be deaf?
Well, there's like one nuance to that. Would I go back all the way to my birth and be like learn how to deal with being deaf all these years, or would it just be like a flip of a switch tomorrow and I have to deal with having perfectly fine sight but being deaf?
That's a good question. I don't know. I didn't really go
Because
into
if
that
it's
much thought.
going back, if it's going all the way back to my birth and trading blindness for deafness, yeah, I would go deaf.
No, I think it'd be like a flip of the switch. It's not something that would gradually happen. It would
I
be
think I would
something like,
rather stick with what I got because that requires relearning a whole. You literally have to relearn everything. I would almost have to relearn to see.
yeah,
On top of that, I would have to learn how to live without hearing.
yep. And I think I would be annoyed with like sign language. Okay. Wolf says, I will say, once I saw that's how Rog plays games, it was a lot easier for me to understand his playstyle and help give him directions in games like Faz. Yeah, it definitely opens your eyes. Um, and Mofa says we should
But
watch
then,
Daredevil. He even gets the girls. And Aries, I still want to know what you would choose.
well, Rogue thing, I mean, it's easy to lead him rage. Just leave a puddle of water somewhere and he'll just automatically go towards it.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why that happens, but
That is so true.
Like for me, because I can't look at it from a personal perspective of what would affect me most, because the way I think is if I lost my sight, I'd lose my job.
I
But
did.
then also, if I lose my hearing, hearing is kind of the thing that I'm mostly dependent on, but also because of me being on the spectrum, my hearing is overly fucking sensitive, which does help for me to do stuff with games that I enjoy doing, so
Pokemon.
I'm torn between the two. So from a realistic standpoint, I would be better off losing my hearing. But if I
Okay.
had to do it from a personal perspective, I would not be able to pick.
Oh yeah, that question literally took me. That one took me a half an hour to think about, and I kept going back and forth. Cause same thing, like okay, well if I didn't have my eyesight, then how would I work? But I don't know. Blind people do stuff, right?
My brother's a woodworker.
Really?
Yeah,
How does
he's got a full setup in his garage for like.
you guys should someone should totally set up like live streaming that just
I mean,
cuz
that's
I'm
not
sure
completely
some
unrealistic.
I'm,
There are videos of people who are completely blind or missing limbs, and they're basically artisans. It's the fact that they've got restrictions that makes it easier for them to do.
mhm.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I wouldn't go so far as to call my brother an artist. I mean, he can make furniture. He built a deck for his pool. Like a full day. It's full size pool too. No jokes. Like no, like oh, it's like a little kiddie pool. No, it was like one of those full size above ground pools.
Well,
Uh,
not since going the extreme, but like people who have a disadvantage doing stuff like that have a better appreciation for what they're working with and a better understanding of the materials
yeah, he
because
really
they
does.
don't have full function of their bodies. They have to learn the materials better to be able to work it.
Yep.
Yep. And I mean, my brother also works on guns. He's not quite a gunsmith, but if you got a problem with like a gun, like I don't know, something malfunctions with it, trigger not working right, or bolts, something's wrong with the bolt or the action or whatever, you can take it to him and he can figure it out and get it fixed for you. I've had him fix a few of my guns. The ones I had him work on weren't the guns that I'm mostly familiar with. The ones I had him like working on was I had to have him work on a lever action once because I've never taken a lever action apart and I know nothing about like the internal workings of that. Not like a semi-auto, like an AK or an AR or something like that. Those I can work on those easy, but I think they kind of purposely designed those guns to be easy to work on because you're in the field, combat situation, you got bucks up, might have to do a quick repair on it or something. They made those guns simple. I think for that reason. I could be wrong, but anyway, yeah, it's
Oh, sure, fix.
he
Thank fuck for that.
he
Well,
can he
oh,
can fix a lot of stuff like that. But yeah, like he built a deck. I think he built a couple of like chairs and stuff for the deck. Like he loves working with his
that's gonna
hands,
be
building
interesting to
shit.
watch though, because he probably has to do things in a certain way.
He does. Oh yeah, he does. You would look like an average carpenter who's never been around somebody with a condition like that or whatever, like they would go in. I feel like they would be impressed watching it work, but at the same time, during the process, they would be wondering like, why the fuck's he doing it like that? Like he
Mhm.
uses like full on like table saws and
Like, just imagine the views on that. Blind guy does woodworking.
I don't know. I guess he is kind of like a legend in like the local area, like in the county or whatever, because
Yeah, just
everybody.
stream to YouTube. Like, just turn on the stream every time he walks into his workshop.
But yeah, he uses uh well, actually, he generally doesn't use a ruler because he well hasn't been able to find a like or not a ruler, but a like a tape measure, I guess, because like while they do have them in Braille, I think he's just never found one that hasn't broken or fallen apart. They're, I guess, just cheaply made. You can't really find a good one.
Mhm.
But no, he's just got different length sticks. It's literally he treats like a set of tools, like a set of wrenches or a set of screwdrivers or whatever. They're all different lengths. They start at like about I think 2 inches and go up to like 4 feet, and he just keeps them in like a row, like along one wall. So and he can count, like he knows the intervals that they're cut to in length or whatever. So he just uses those to measure.
Okay.
Yeah, like if he needs like I don't know, we'll say like a 2.5 foot long mark made on his for like to make a cut with his table saw or whatever. He'll just go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pick the seventh one up because the seventh one is a 2.5 foot cut. Use that to measure it out and then put it back. Like he's got all that shit memorized, but
It's funny because the way he's done that, it's very similar to how the metric system works.
well, yeah. Honestly, the metric system's always made more sense to me. I don't know why the fuck we got to use imperial, but whatever.
Because like a meter in length, a kilo in weight, they're kept in. I can't remember what the name of the fucking university is, but there's materials that are kept inside of containers for preservation reasons. Like there's a block of, I think it was metal. It's like this weighs a kilo. This is the kilo. If somebody shaved a bit of material off of it or managed to melt some onto it, that would redefine a kilo.
Oh, I
Same
did
with a
not know
meter.
that was how that was made.
Yeah, like that is used as the reference for what a kilo should be. Same with a meter and other measurements. They're preserved so that if anything happens to them, because they are the legal definition of that unit of measurement, if anything happened to them to adjust their size or weight, it would affect everything.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I totally get that. I didn't realize that the metric system went like that, but I grew up like using pounds, inches, shit like that, not kilos or what the fuck is the metric version of a foot?
We just use feet and inches.
Oh, okay. I thought like there was like centimeter or whatever. That
Yeah,
was
they have
like
centimeter, meter.
It's centimeter, meter, but it's
well,
Almost.
centimeter is like 1/4 of an inch, isn't it, or something like that? Or no, it's like
I did used to know the conversions, but no, it's 1/100th of a meter. I can't remember the conversion to an inch. But yeah,
right.
it's well, we do have centimeters. We tend to lean towards the inch more because things, just because of the size difference, things tend to be closer to an inch than a centimeter.
1 foot equals 30.48 centimeters. There are so many millimeters per foot. Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay, so like millimeters are bigger than a centimeter. Gotcha. I see. I don't remember all
No,
that
it
shit
goes
anymore.
it goes millimeter then centimeter.
Rog, we need to
Oh,
play
okay.
some Phasmophobia.
What? Who? Why? What happened?
The Halloween event's out.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Oh, oh no, hold on. No, it's not. Halloween event will launch on or around the 26th of October.
Wait, really? I thought it was this Friday. Wait, what?
No.
Today is
The 19th.
Oh. Damn. Must be
So,
different
a
then.
week. About a week.
Oh.
because shortly after we returned from TwitchCon. Dude, I'm surprised they still do TwitchCon. When was that? Like last year or 2 years
Oh yeah,
ago?
the thoughts need to go somewhere to get their tits out.
They had so many issues. I'll be back home by then, so I'll be able to join. Be back home. Well, are you not home? What?
Who's going to TwitchCon?
Phasmophobia. For some reason in engineering, when we use metric, we never use centimeters. Oh.
It's just because they're too small.
Yeah.
Not if
Unless it's
you're-
10
never mind.
centimeters, then baby, yeah, it's still too small. Because the baby coming out of 10 centimeter hole, that's. Nyeh. Yeah.
You say a baby coming out of a 10-centimeter hole?
Yeah, because 10 centimeters is like
Oh
you're
yeah,
ready
that's
to go.
proper
You're
dilation.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we use millimeters all day. I do.
To
I'm
measure
going
your
on-
penis?
I'm going on a weekend trip, but the event is starting after that. Well, yeah, Yeah, we already know you're going on a weekend trip. You're going to go to Cedar Point, and then Potato Frog's
Hey, Frog's
mom.
mom's got to go down and visit Frog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
potato Froggy's mom's gonna drop the kids off at Cedar Point and come see me this weekend. That's what's really happening.
Yay! Oh, but hold on, we didn't want to talk about that until Potato Frog was in chat, so we gotta wait.
Oh damn it! Yeah, we gotta get Wolf. Go get your girlfriend
Yes, go grab the Latina
and bring her mom.
and bring her mom. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, if
I-
Lester's in chat, she's getting ready to yell at me.
Never. She would
Don't-
never yell at you.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
she
my-
would. She was yelling
My
at me
nose is-
earlier.
My nose is tickling.
You don't need to worry about that, Rod,
my
because
goodness.
remember, I found her off Switch.
Yeah.
She has an
Oh yeah.
What? Potato
Uh,
Frog is at work. Yeah, we know she's at work, but
Sometimes she
when-
listens to us doing her work. You know, let's
Yeah,
put the
when-
podcast on, listens while she works. You know, a lot of people do that.
listen while we work.
Uh,
Hogwarts
oh, yeah,
Legacy,
you didn't-
Legacy's on sale. Sorry.
Okay, we're not doing this to Aries. Okay, we're not making them read Hogwarts Legacy or what
And
the fuck
Hotel
ever.
Renovators on sale. Sorry, I'm looking through my
Um,
wish list.
Anyways, what was that? Fuck. Oh, yeah, you didn't ask us how our week was this week, Death, at the beginning, like you normally do.
Well,
I
because you
had
guys were
something loaded
you guys
for
were
that.
totally talking about.
I had something loaded.
Okay, then what? How?
for that.
Yeah, not to mention
Hi,
what happened to the
guys,
intro about
welcome
me
to
bombing the Vatican.
Oh no.
Hi guys, welcome to Spit Roast. I'm here, Death Kitten, with Rog and Aries. Well, how are you guys doing, and what did you do this past week? There, happy now?
Well, I've had an amazing week. I've been threatened to be beaten by a Latina multiple times. It's like an amazing week. I mean, whenever a woman threatens to beat you, it's a good time. But if it's a Latina, it's so much better.
I worry about you, Rog. I
Hey, if a Latina's beating on you, that is a compliment.
And if they're trying to stab you, it's because they always want to keep a piece of you with them.
That's right. Latinas are very passionate people. Very passionate. Gotta love them. God bless the Latinas.
Oh yeah, I found out something new this week. Rog does not like white women.
That's not true.
Oh, are you sure about that, Roggy Boo?
You're too white to call me that.
Oh, but Poppy.
You're also too white to call me that. We've been over this. Roggy Boo is what the black chicks get to call me. Poppy is what the Latinas get to call me.
Well, what does
White girls just say hello or something. I don't know.
That's so rude.
I do not hate white women. I love all women. It's just I have a favorite.
Potato Frog's mom looks white though, but she doesn't sound white.
Yeah, she's got that Latina attitude. I mean, I get it. She's like all
she would whack
diluted
him
with
with a
white
shoe.
people. Like I totally understand, you know, she's like been diluted by white people, but I can still work with that.
And
Like
like, there's an easy way to test if they're Latino or not. Win an argument. All they do is just stand there and glare at you. That glare is iconic to Latinos.
you cannot win an argument with a Latina.
Can,
She has
have done,
a
and will do again.
He must
Yeah,
be half Latina then, or something. I don't, or Latino or whatever. Then I don't know. You
she has thrown a shoe before. That's not surprising. That's
The,
like
the,
a
ho- the whole thing about
Latina's
not being
like
able to win an
go-to.
argument against a woman is a fucking myth made by women. It is very possible, and I have done it countless times.
I found that it's just better not to. It's just
Eh,
easier for everyone involved if you just don't.
yeah, but
Aries,
it's not as fun.
he likes pushing people's buttons.
That's true, he does.
Oh,
He's still trying to
excuse
get
me.
over there and get the Vatican all riled up so he can break into the archives under the Vatican.
Yeah, which I'm
And
starting to think that isn't actually an archive. It's just a prison where they keep all their little boys.
oh my god. Well, this is just went off the rails. We are no longer Christian friendly.
When
Not
are
like
we
we ever
Christian
were, I
friendly?
guess.
Yeah, just like when are we
But
Christian
that definitely
friendly?
did it. That definitely did it.
Well, with the shit that the Christians have done, technically everything is Christian friendly.
Touche.
Uh,
Well, they've been doing better, right? In recent years?
who? Latinas?
The
Yeah,
Christians.
Latinas have never done anything wrong. Oh, the Christians? Oh, they've done all kinds of things wrong. They're
Well,
they're terrible
I
people.
meant
Stay
in
away
like
from them.
recent years.
That's because they're basically their own government. They know how to bury shit most of the time. Well,
Oh, that is true.
metaphorically speaking and literally speaking from the shit that have been getting dug up.
What? Oh,
I could take
well,
a
they weren't
nap.
Russian.
I'm tired.
The Russians, dude. The Russians do something, they keep it buried. Like
I'm
nobody
glad you
And then
finds
they
those bodies
and then
for
they
hundreds of
bury more
years.
people just to make sure it's buried.
Did you know that a huge chunk of the Russian yearly budget goes in towards building churches?
Really?
I thought
Yep.
they were. Well, I mean, the Soviet Union was anyway. Like kind of against.
Pokemon.
Oh yeah, what's that one? Oh,
Ghibli.
shit.
Isn't he a
I don't
dwarf
know
off
what
from Lord of Rings?
And that's straight
Probably.
from the mouth of a Russian that I used to be friends with. That's why it looks like a shithole there. It's
I
because
didn't-
most of the money that could be used into building up the country goes into churches.
I didn't realize that the Russians became such a pious people.
Yeah, it's like the rest of the world, they're only pretending.
Okay. Now I have the Pretender stuck in my head.
What's that? You're on Tinder again.
No, I'm not on Tinder.
Oh, well, I was just on Tinder. I seen you on there. What the
No,
fuck?
you did not. Don't give me that.
I think you forgot to close your account.
Oh, I never close my account or deactivate my
Just
account.
get a flamethrower and you won't need any Tinder.
Touche.
And you get a burning shaft.
Yeah, I was just gonna say probably need a flamethrower to deal with all the STDs and shit that come from people from Tinder. There, I just took on a community, the whole Tinder community.
There you go. See, it feels good, doesn't it?
Well,
Hey,
do you want me to save you from the Tinder community?
the one time that I actually got on Tinder and then I was bitched out because I was actually looking for a relationship and while they were all looking to hook up. So in my head, the fact that I got cursed out for
For trying to be an adult?
yep, when all they wanted to do was all get their dick wet and shit. Yeah, I just think that's the land of the STDs.
Listen, whenever you was on there, did you ever see like a random assortment of numbers, usually 3-digit, on the on anybody's profiles?
I don't remember. I was on there, so
I didn't know
for a
if
very
Tinder
short
used
period.
the STD code or not. I'd imagine some of them probably do. They do on
You know,
Craigslist.
there's a market for that shit.
Well, no, I meant like the code as in like people that have like a certain STD or whatever, like was it HPV? They would use like a number, a 3-digit number, which I don't know. I'm not looking at a goddamn phone dial thing right now, but Like, if you look at a phone and it's got like, well, 1 doesn't have anything on it, but then the letters start on 2. It's like A, B, C, and then 3, I think, is like on D, E, F, or what the fuck ever, or D, F, E. I don't fucking know. Anyway, those numbers, yeah, I don't know my ABCs. Those numbers, actually correlate to what STD they have.
Interesting.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah,
Like that
they-
way, like if somebody's got like herpes or what the fuck ever, I think that's HPV.
a lot
Like,
less
like
people know
they're
about the marketplace.
I don't know what you mean by the marketplace.
There, well, it's fucking dark web shit, but I'm sure there's some on the regular web. There is, I want to say like Amazon, but it's more like a fucking Craigslist where people will put up requests asking to be infected by certain STDs.
That
we'll pay
is
for it.
weird.
Actually, I vaguely remember hearing something about that. Yeah, I never understood why though. Like I didn't really dig into it. I just was like, wow, that's a fucked up thing, and I never read any more into it. I
Yeah, 'cause it's-
partially didn't believe it. Actually, I was partially like, yeah, this just sounds like some prank or something somebody came up with on like 4chan or some shit.
no, it's a thing.
Oh well, goddamn. Why?
They basically see it as a badge of honor.
Which is weird.
Getting a disease is a badge of honor, huh?
Apparently.
Yep.
Got getting shot in the that one book. I think it was like Civil War or something like that. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm sorry, I was reading something else here. That one book, I think it was called Badge of Honor or whatever. It was like took place during the Civil War. Maybe it was the Revolution. I think it was the Civil War though, where you got it was called like Red Badge of Honor or whatever, and it was about this dude who got shot and like he got his like I think he got shot in the arm or something. He got like it wrapped up with like well cloth or whatever their version of gauze was back then. And, yeah, like it's soaked through obviously with blood because well bullet wound is that's this is a pretty deep wound, lots of blood. Uh and
Tourniquet.
like that's how like the book got its name or whatever, the Red Badge of Honor, the soldier that got shot. Like I don't really remember a lot about the book. We had to read it in school.
Potato frog.
But yeah, I mean that to me makes more like it would be more
to
honorable
make
to get
super
like
bugs.
shot in a war, trying to fight for whatever you believe in or whatever than what you said. That's really fucked up.
There are a
Yep.
group of people who want to make super bugs, so they want to have sex with anyone infected with anything. It's just weird. People are weird. Hi, potato
we need to introduce.
frog.
We need to
I mean,
introduce some of the. We need to introduce them to the anti-vaxxers.
oh, they'll love it. Like what is it like a bring like the end of the world apocalypse type of thing? Like are they like trying to create a fucking killer virus or something? Like, but I mean, like what are they? Are they just trying to get put in a fucking medical book for having a virus named after them? Like what's the
Oh my
story?
god. Are you
I
hooked up on
honestly
it?
wouldn't be surprised if it's not. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same shit like the crime culture on TikTok, where they just want to do something that's just fucked up and say, "Hey, look, I did that."
Yeah, but the only people that are going to know about it are going to literally be doctors learning about it in like fucking 10, 15 years. You're not
That
going to
doesn't
be
matter
like
for them.
well known amongst like, well, I don't know, dude, like TikTokers and shit. They're in that shit for the clout. Like they just want everybody to see, and they do get like a lot of people to see them. But like you're talking about like somebody who's got like, I don't know, 13 different fucking versions of AIDS or whatever to create some kind of a super AIDS or something like that. Like, I mean, nobody's gonna know your name if it becomes like, I don't know, we'll say airborne, God forbid. Uh, I mean, yeah, people are gonna know about it, but like nobody knows the first person that was infected with like Corona or well COVID-19 here in the States. Like nobody fucking knows who that was. Like I don't. They might have a patient zero like in China or where the hell ever it started, but I don't know if that was ever made public, but like nobody's gonna know. The only people that are gonna like know the details of this shit are gonna be like doctors and nurses and people that, you know, gotta like learn this shit in their books. Hello, Potato Frog. Is your mom there?
She's still at work.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
It's just a kink of theirs. Those are weird kinks. Why not
A
have
kink?
fun kinks?
Getting an STD. Okay, well, getting an STD is no kink. I do not remember covering that one.
That
And
one wasn't on the
That
list.
wasn't on the list.
yeah, that I don't remember that one. I feel like I would remember that one.
I remember that list. That was not on the list.
Uh, I don't know, man. That's that would be well, I guess not. Like that would. Well, I don't think we really covered that one either. That might fall under extremophiles. People that partake in sexual like behavior or whatever that is considered extremely dangerous. Like whenever I think of that, I think about like bungee jumping while having sex. You know that could potentially be dangerous. But I guess now that I think about it, that one doesn't really make a lot of sense. So much as the yeah, like STD thing is like that. I guess that makes a lot more sense because I was just trying to think like extremophiles. What the like. What kind of extreme shit do these people get up to? You know, like having sex on a speeding car going down the interstate, maybe. Like, I mean, yeah, that would, I guess, also classify, but it just seems like a really weird one. Like, I mean, unless you really like the wind in your hair, I guess. But yeah, I don't. Sorry, can somebody read this fucking chat to me? It's going by too fast. I'm missing shit.
If I just put something.
Yeah, I seen HPV up there, but I don't know what that was about.
I don't see that one. I think I saw a movie about these young girls that all one day said they wanted to get pregnant together. The story was rough, but I can't imagine people getting together to share HPV. Oh, that's where you saw it.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah, that's actually kind of common if I remember right.
Yeah, but isn't there, don't they call those packs?
Yeah, they're called pregnancy packs.
Yeah, like where all the chicks. Yeah, actually, I think there's been a few
Yeah, there's been some movies, I think. Here, let me see if I
my
can pull them.
ex-lesbian friend used to watch a lot of shit like that, and she used to drag me along. She's not an ex-friend; she's just an ex-lesbian.
Yeah,
Used to be a lesbian, not a
2010
lesbian
film.
anymore.
2010 film called The Pregnancy Pact.
Uh,
It's a television show about it.
uh, uh, uh. Oh, TV show. I don't know. I thought there was like a movie or something.
Actually, it looks like I think that maybe both.
Well, it doesn't surprise me. Like that was a thing. I remember, like, even the. I don't know if anybody here has ever watched it, but the old forensic anthropologist show or whatever called Bones, like the Dr. Brennan used to like run around solving crimes and shit using the dead body's bones and shit. There was like an episode of that show that like dove into that whole scene or culture or what the fuck ever you want to call it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like somebody killed like one of the chicks that this one kid like got all the chicks on the volleyball team pregnant or some shit because like they all wanted babies and but he was like this weird pudgy goofy looking kid uh and like nobody could figure out like why like they picked him for whatever reason. But anyway, like one of the chicks that he knocked up because he like knocked up all of them, but like one of them got knocked up, then she got killed. And like they were talking to him, like, cause you know they were like, oh, he's a suspect or whatever, even though none of the other girls got killed or even were remotely threatened, but like they had to, you know, go through the whole procedure and shit. And yeah, like they're like, yeah, you know, this girl and you know your kid, you know, is dead now, and you know you can help us figure it out. And I don't remember how the fuck it ended. I think they all had their kids, well, except for the dead one, obviously. Um, she didn't have hers. She was too far gone.
Cat. Sorry, bedtime to laugh. Mofa says, I'm sure people with STDs want to have sex. I hate that people feel if they tell people, then maybe they would run away.
Well, that's why they use that code I was talking about.
I mean, if a girl told me they had an STD, I would not move forward. Is it sort of entrapment if they don't mention they have an STD? Yeah, it's actually, especially like with HIV and stuff,
That's attempted murder.
it can be an attempt of murder. I don't
Well,
think
if you
I don't
purposely
think it's
infect
this.
them.
I don't think it's the same for like herpes or something like
Yeah,
that. That
like
won't kill them,
there's
but
different variations, but
with
yeah, like AIDS or HIV or whatever, like if you purposely have unprotected sex knowing that you have that with somebody that doesn't know, that like you could be charged with assault, attempted murder, I don't know, like a lot of, but that's why they use that code I was talking about, like I don't know what the fuck HIV would be on the phone, like for the letters or whatever. But like they would use that number on like Craigslist as one that uses it, or like HPV, or what's a few other ones that have like 3 or 4 letters, like I mean AIDS and HIV are both kind of the same thing. Mostly if you got AIDS, you're not doing anything, you're dying. But
yeah, you're just
like
gonna fight for your life.
yeah, HIV though, HPV,
Okay, so one thing with herpes that's like okay, so Mofa just brought up, but herpes is incurable. Like here, I just gave you a lifelong friend to remember me by. Kind of messed up. That it is messed up, but if you actually look into it, herpes, a lot of people don't even show signs of having herpes. They don't know that they have it until like they actually take a blood test and actually check for it, which I don't think most STD tests actually test for it. I can't remember.
like fucking, what is it, like 70% or 80%, or maybe it's 100%? Uh, doesn't the entire human race already have herpes? It's
In some sort of way.
like
There's
there's
HSV
like 4 different kinds, but
and HPV. H
Yep. And I found that out because when I was looking into a joke I kept making for fucking years, space herpes, that is a thing.
Space herpes is a thing?
Going into space
yeah.
can trigger the herpes virus.
Interesting. So what? We all have like an extension of herpes in some sort of way already.
Yeah, like that's what causes like a cold sore, or
Yeah.
the more
That that's
genital
that
ones,
that's
or
HSV. HPV can actually cause uterine cancer in females. So
yeah,
that's
it's HPV. Yep.
yep.
Yeah, I heard
So
about that.
that's how I know about it. As
I remember that like being the only disease that could actually cause cancer. I was
mhm.
like, that's how I remember that one. Like that one, like cancer is non-contagious, or like, if you with a bunch like hanging out with a bunch of people, they all got cancer, you're not going to die from, well, unless I don't know, you do the same thing they're doing, but for the most part, you can't catch it, right? So, but HPV actually makes it to where, yeah, like that could cause cancer, which weirdly creates a contagious form of cancer, even though the cancer is more of a byproduct of the disease and not, like not the
Yep.
actual cancer itself.
Yeah. I just remember when I was I was like 14 or 15, and when you're in high school and you go through the sex ed class and they hand out the little pamphlets and shit on STDs and stuff. And then that's when they were really starting to learn more about HPV and how it would cause ovarian cancer with females. Like it was really big thing, like we were taught to be scared. And then especially when you have this pamphlet and they're saying most people don't even know that they have herpes, like or even genital herpes because they don't show signs of it. And so
Right.
it really makes you think, like, gotta be smart. But yeah, let's see what else did I
Yeah,
learn?
get checked, kids. Don't have unprotected sex.
You know.
Especially you, mofo.
Trying to think. Well, and then I because we randomly go through these topics, right, in chats and stuff, and I actually looked up like the percentage. Here, actually, I'll do it right now.
Also, kids, don't do drugs. Give them to me.
Percentage of
I will make sure they are disposed of properly.
population with. And here, I'll actually look up HPV because HPV is the one that's more linked to genital herpes. Though females can have HSV and can have genital herpes and it be actually the HSV virus. So it makes no sense.
HSV, HPV, HMP.
Oh my God, more than 90% of sexually active men and 80% of sexually active women will be infected with HPV in their lifetime. So,
Well, my penis don't got nothing wrong with it.
well, that's the thing. That doesn't mean that you're going to show signs of it. You can have
I
the virus and not show signs.
I also use, condoms. I'm not an idiot.
Oh, doesn't mean condoms stop all viruses, but I'm just saying.
I know that, but god damn it, my dick don't burn when I pee. I don't got bumpy dick or bumpy balls or any of those other bumpy diseases. Like, god damn it, my dick and balls is perfectly healthy, and yeah, I don't gotta worry about all that. I'm not an idiot.
Well, 90%. Okay, it used to be a lot lower number. It used to be like around 56%. But the
That's
fact that
because
says
kids forgot to use condoms.
80 to 90%, like, so all these herpes jokes that we crack and shit, like,
So you're saying that 9 out of 10 people in our chat right now
probably have herpes.
have herpes.
That's scary. Kind of want to go get tested now.
God damn.
So what you're saying is the joke I've been making about clocks this entire time is true.
It could be true. But she's been with the same man since she was, what?
10?
High school?
Oh, was she that old? Oh, well.
I don't know.
I
It's
just
been a
thought they
long
met
ass
as
time.
children and like grew up together and fell in love like a happy.
Only fools don't wrap their tools. Yes and no. Once you find that person that you trust fully or think you can trust fully.
Oh, come
'Cause
on, Mofa. Stop lying. Everybody's had multiple sex partners.
well,
Jesus Christ.
I don't think he means now. He only one girl for him now.
Oh, right.
Like he's been with more than one woman in his lifetime. Yes.
Everybody has,
Well,
including the women in this chat.
Yeah,
yeah.
Actually, I don't know if
Except for
that's true.
Aries.
it's not.
Oh, well.
Aries maybe?
Everybody else.
Aries is.
He's like, I meant now.
Dragon has never been with a woman. Neither have I. Put it on the bucket list.
Oh, yeah, you two need to put that on the bucket list. There you go.
Oh, Val, why? You don't even
Go to
talk.
Vegas
You
together.
just the first thing you do is say no cursing. You're so rude to me. You missed out on a very important sex talk that we just had.
Yeah, and blind talk.
And blind talk, yeah.
Death thinks people like me shouldn't have any rights.
No!
We should be third-rate citizens.
I just understand saying, hey, maybe blind people shouldn't own a gun or drive.
That's not understanding. That's
I'm
That's really not understand. That's making
not
assumptions.
no, not on the. It's not being understanding of the blind person. I understand. I do see where you mean that. I just mean as a safety concern for the population or the general public. I can
It's
understand
only a
where
safety concern if you're pissing them off.
Yeah, I mean, why are you bullying blind people? Are you
I
breaking into blind people's houses?
I,
Is that why blind
I
people
need
are
to
shooting
shut up
at you?
about this topic.
Like, yeah, you're not winning. Like, I don't
I'm
think,
not trying to win. I'm just
like
trying to have a conversation. I'm not
the
looking to
only
win.
the only people that would be on your side of this debate would be like people that want to use people like me as slaves and third-rate citizens. Those would be the. We can't let the slaves have
Why? What?
guns.
Hold on, hold
Like,
on, hold on. Why does it have to be? Why does those things go together? Those things don't go
what?
together. Saying that I don't feel it's safe for a blind person to own a gun and drive a car, automatically hook it to, oh, now he's my slave.
Well,
Why do those go hand in hand? They do not go hand in
because
hand.
because they got upset about the black people, so now they're going to start enslaving people not based on color, but
No,
based on disability.
no. That is not what
We're
I'm
less
saying.
human.
We are not gonna say we're not. No, this is not what I'm. Grr, grr, and I'm not allowed to curse because Valiant Summer has decided to be a jerk.
Thank you. But wait, is Val the one I like, or is that the
Yes,
other one?
Val is the
Oh.
Texas welder.
Yeah, see, Val's got my back. Thanks, Val. Appreciate that, man. How you doing this week? Haha, you can't yell at me.
And now Mofa.
He's
No
like, you're
cursing.
welcome.
Why do you guys hate me? I need
See,
another
I
drink
like
to deal
Val.
with these
See,
guys.
he's on my side. He's like, yeah, let the blind people have guns. Don't make them into slaves. That's fucked up.
That's not what he said. He just said not. Told me not to curse.
No, he said you're welcome. He's got my back. He's like, don't take away the blind people guns. You're taking away our right to defend ourselves.
I feel you guys are.
Do you know how many blind people would get their houses broken into if we weren't allowed to have guns?
So hold on. How many? Okay, now I want to Google this. How many blind people have guns?
Oh my god, I thought that said something about ex-hamster. They said Oh my god.
How many blind?
Somebody
Oh,
said exhausted, but I thought it was ex-hamster
yeah, Val
because they fucking. God damn
oh
it.
my god.
I looked up.
National
I saw-
Federation. Oh
I
my
saw
god, there's a
XHA.
National Federation of the Blind.
Well, of course we have a National Federation of the Blind. What, you think? Wow, she really thinks we're subhuman and we shouldn't have anything to do with the rest of you.
Oh my goodness. No, I don't. You're so. Why are you switching around everything that I'm saying?
Because you're so surprised that there's an international society for blind people. It's like, what? Well, okay. Death is like gonna be like the next big baddie in history. She's gonna be like, all right, guys, we need to take all the deaf people, all the blind people, just put them in ghettos together and keep them away from the rest of us because they're, tainted and filthy, and yeah, they're filthy, and we don't want them.
No.
Like, and then what do you get? You get a bunch of blind people trying to sign to, or a bunch of, I'm sorry, deaf people trying to sign to blind people, and they're not communicating because,
hey,
well,
Stevie Wonder was against blinds owning guns. Just saying.
well, Stevie Wonder's dead too, so. And wasn't he like a music artist? He probably didn't want
Yes.
anybody to have guns. He wasn't a rapper.
Don't breathe. I don't know if I've heard of that one. No, Mofa, that's only counts for the stand up, sit down one, because I actually have the options on that. So now
Don't breathe.
now I
we're gonna
can't
start.
curse for
Are we gonna start
15 minutes.
Are we gonna start segregating people now that don't breathe too? So like, if you can't breathe, you're just fuck you. Death is like fuck it, throw them in the ocean.
Rog, you are in high form tonight. Holy cow.
Thank you.
Aries,
I worked very hard on my.
Aries, you're kind of quiet tonight. I need you help.
Rog's having fun.
No.
Aries, do you think they should take away my guns because I'm blind?
See, my answer's gonna be no. But like my reasoning is similar to an American, but it's at the same time completely different. I believe that everybody should be allowed to arm themselves for self-defense because not everybody can fight with their hands.
True.
But okay, and I do agree. I do agree with that. However, with a blind person, how do they know if this person is breaking in, like?
Oh,
And
generally there's breaking glass and sometimes people yelling and,
not
Well,
all the time.
and another test is if you're living alone and you're hearing a set of footprints, you're either haunted or getting robbed.
yeah, and if you're haunted and you
Rob's
shoot at
gonna
the
be
ghost,
shooting
you're
at
not going to
ghosts.
hurt anyone.
Roxy
But
be
if
out there
somebody's
shooting
breaking
ghosts.
in, you're going to hit them,
Oh,
and then boom,
pull
you
me
just
in,
did the
coach.
world a favor.
I'm pulling in. Oh my God, why can't I pull you? Hold on.
Who's fully uncooked? What?
Okay, hold on.
Who did you say was fully uncooked?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, Vo.
Hi, Val.
Hey.
The
That
movie
was loud.
Don't Breathe is about a blind guy taking out a group of teens who are trying to rob him, but the creators had to make him bad by having him kidnap the woman who killed his daughter and forcibly
What?
impregnate her. Oh my God.
Okay. First of all, bring me up to speed. I've been lurking since the start of the stream, but haven't been really paying attention. Okay, what the hell is going on? What
Death
That
wants to
film's
take away my rights.
No, I
That film's
don't.
kind of air.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say this now that voiceover artist Pete Gaston, aka the Blind Surfer, has his concealed carry permit and carries.
Wow,
Okay.
I didn't know there was a blind surfer.
Yes,
That's cool.
he also can skateboard and he does a lot of voiceover work. Because he does all the sound bits for the radio show I listen to every day.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't. I mean, technically, you wouldn't have to see to be able to surf. That's more of a balance thing, but we do. Like, I mean, I've had this happen before. Like, in total darkness, or like if I just go outside at night because I have night blindness, can't see anything after dark. And like wander out into the middle of like a field or something with absolutely no light source and no like way to guide myself back. I actually start to lose my balance and feel like everything's spinning and get kind of dizzy.
You get vertigo.
Yeah, but it's just because it's like a sensory deprivation chamber kind of thing
Right.
for me. But yeah, like, so that's interesting though that he was able to overcome that because I
think
can't.
he's in the same position as you are. Like, I've seen the video of his his voiceover studio, and he does have a teleprompter, but the lettering is like extremely big.
Yeah. Well, then yeah, he might have like a similar condition to me where it's not totally blind, but he's got a little bit left.
He is legally blind.
Yeah, well, that's me.
I'm grabbing another drink to deal with you guys.
But yeah,
Also, Death Raceland said wanted me to tell you he says hi.
I see
There
that
we
he's
go.
streaming right now, playing some Diablo.
Mm-hmm. And no, I am not playing or running Diablo tonight.
Kind of figured. He's.
Did they start the new season yet? Did they still
Yes,
keep
they
everything
did.
fucked up, or like are they
No.
actually giving good rewards this time? Or are they giving shit rewards?
My understanding is like as far as leveling goes, it's a hell of a lot faster.
Oh no, I meant like, are they giving out sets and like actual useful shit?
There's no sets still.
They still haven't introduced sets. Okay, well.
They're giving or sending out a lot more loot, but it's like Ray was saying that one of the aspects he needs, or he's getting a lot of gear, but he's not getting the aspects he needs for his build.
All right, like my thing was for that first season, that what was it, the the fucking powers or whatever that you got for the corrupted hearts or whatever dumbass
Yeah.
gimmick bullshit that was. Yeah, like they're like, oh well, you can get all these hearts and it'll unlock like this super special power that makes you more powerful. But it goes away as soon as the season's over, so you don't get to keep it or anything. So it's not really even worth doing this season because you don't get to keep any of the cool shit that you get.
This one is they're I don't think they're doing that. I think they're doing something else. Like you add runes to something.
Yeah, but does it go away at the end of the season, or is it like shit you can?
It goes away at the end of the season, but
Oh,
the
I'm
Clocks
gear
is on
that
my
you
side.
have.
Clocks is fucking Canadian. She thinks
I
guns
know
are scary.
I know Canadians that think that your guys' gun laws are stupid.
Who's you guys? Who's guys? You're in the same state
Canadian
as me.
guys.
Oh, okay.
Clocks is afraid of guns.
But has Clocks ever fired a gun?
I bet she
No,
hasn't.
we need to get her.
I bet she hasn't even
Okay,
held a
Rog,
gun.
I think what would probably make me feel better is to see you shoot a gun while being blind. Maybe that'll help me.
Clocks just got here. Did you ever tell her about the background I have?
The what?
My computer background that I have?
If you sent me a pic, I have no idea.
You weld computers together? I thought they just called that soldering.
No, one of the backgrounds I have on my computer is a Corgi background.
Oh wait, I thought you meant like you had computer expertise background, like you also trained in like I don't know cyber or fucking
I would
soldering
love to,
keyboards
but
or something like that.
I
Fucking
would love
don't know.
to get it.
Is it porn? I bet it's porn. Corgi porn!
It is not porn.
He's like
just-
welding fucking keyboards to the tops of cases and shit.
If I could, I would. Just say I could. I did. No, it's just a little corgi on a train.
I don't remember.
Wait,
seeing
is
porn.
it like tied to the front of the train or?
No, he's riding
Oh,
inside the
okay.
train. You know, looking
Okay.
out the window. That is all.
Maybe like you tied him to
Now-
the front of the
now I need to go
locomotive
through
and
her
then took off
messages
down
to
the
see if you
tracks.
sent me this because
Sent you what? Oh, right. Anyway, back to what? Yeah, Val. She said that blind people shouldn't be allowed to have guns. Oh, and Mofa also dogpiled on that and said that why would you teach a blind person gun safety? Well, for the same reason you would teach anybody else gun safety, so they don't fucking kill someone.
Exactly. It doesn't. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter if you're blind or have perfect 20/20 vision. When handling a firearm, you need to be safe about it. Period.
Yep, I've taught probably about 7 or 8 people firearm safety, and I'm proud to say not a single one of them has ever, nor on purpose or accidentally, shot someone. Although one did go to prison for stabbing a guy, but he used a knife. He didn't use a gun to stab him, so that's still a win in my column.
I don't see any pictures of Corgi in our messages. Maybe it's on Discord.
I
Every
didn't
time-
send it. I didn't send anything simply because it's
Every time
on that wallpaper generator.
every time I'm like I hear on the news about like somebody killing somebody and I hear that like they used a knife or something like that, I'm like, oh thank God it wasn't a gun.
Well, I mean,
Like,
hey,
that's
hold
where
on,
I'm at
hold
with
on,
this.
Hold on. Have you not heard some of the requirements, or as far as carrying a knife in the UK? Like, it cannot be over. The blade cannot be over, I think, 3 inches. It cannot lock into place. It can't do.
Oh wow. In my
Like-
state, you're allowed to carry any kind of a blade as long as it's under 6 inches.
I don't think there's
Here,
even
hold-
any
hold
laws
on,
in
guys.
mine in Death
Hey,
State.
Beth, Clocks, the
It's gotten
Halloween
worse over the years.
special for Faz starts on the
fuck's
26th
sake.
or around the 26th, just so you know.
Oh,
did
You
you-
got a week.
Did you wait? What?
The laws have gotten worse, and I know why they've gotten worse. And there is no way of explaining why they've gotten worse without sounding extremely fucking racist.
All right,
In
we
your
won't.
country, they used to carry swords.
No, it's years ago they started letting families from other countries specific. I'm not going to name the countries which ones they are specifically, but they let them in. They started multiplying like rabbits, getting themselves into positions of power and other places, along with drug trade and all the other shit, to the point where it has gotten out of control, and they're going around stabbing everyone, which is why the laws have gotten
What
a lot
surgery?
worse with the weapons.
Yeah,
Wasn't a guy arrested for carrying a potato peeler in the UK? Oh my god, seriously?
probably. Did you guys hear about that New Zealand samurai guy that like sliced that dude up? Like he was driving on the road.
Okay,
This guy
yeah, I
was
gotta
like,
Google this.
standing in the road or something, or like walking a dog or some shit, and the guy went speeding by him, and the dude for some reason put his hand out and touched the roof of his car as he went by. So the dude like turns around and comes back, gets out. And this is in New Zealand, by the way. Gets out with a fucking samurai sword and slices this motherfucker up, and like leaves him laying in a ditch, and then drives away. And his excuse was, well, I didn't take it off the sheath, but I guess the sheath broke and the blade started cutting him. And my wife saw all the blood. And like he did this in front of his wife and I think 2 kids. So yeah, the next time somebody starts talking shit on America's violence,
Karaka
in New
Samurai
Zealand,
Sword Attack. Darren Clark to serve home detention for bloody road rage attack.
yeah,
A
And
Tesla driver, a samurai sword wielding Tesla
of course, it's a
driver
fucking,
who
of course it was
pleaded
a
guilty to
Tesla.
stupid road rage attack that left a stranger bleeding in a ditch and incapacitated from a nearly lethal bone-deep neck wound. Has been
yeah,
sentenced to only
that
home
guy's
detention?
that guy's fucked up.
Only
Like
home
the
detention.
dude that got sliced up, he can't like do his job anymore and shit. It fucked with like his motor skills and shit. I'm guessing it must have caused some damage to the spine, maybe, or like nerve damage or whatever. Yeah, that guy got all fucked up. He's alive, but he can't have his job anymore.
And Dragon, the thing about the potato peeler, the ones that we use in England, they are basically knives. We don't have the horizontal blades like most people do in America. Ours are vertical, and they have a metal casing around it, basically, that comes to a point. They are basically knives.
Okay, let's see. The victim, then 55, was walking his dog along a road about 3 p.m. when he spotted Clark's Tesla approaching. He stood in the middle lane, motioning for the vehicle to slow down, then tapped the Tesla's roof with his palm as Clark steered the vehicle around him. Well, fucking A, why stand? You fucking idiot.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck he was standing in the road. I thought that was stupid, but
yeah, he definitely was stupid. It didn't deserve a freaking samurai
yeah,
sword to the neck,
he
but
didn't deserve to get cut up. But yeah, the guy's wife was like freaking out and saying like, "There's blood on the sword. There's blood on the guy's like, no,
Clark
it's
had his
fine. I
wife
left
and
the
young
sheath
children.
on."
Clark
And
had
then he
his
looked at the sword and was like, "Holy shit, there's fucking blood on the sword." So he turns around and goes back, but by that time somebody like had already found the guy that was injured, called 9 or whatever their version of 911 is. And like the paramedics and cops and shit were there, so you know, like the guy was already getting taken care
Clark
of.
would later describe the blow to police as
Oh my
having
God.
been 50% force, but it was enough to shatter the sheath on impact and inflict major damage as it sliced through the victim's upper body. Oh my
Jesus Christ,
God.
was the guy like twice the size of the other guy?
Well,
If he shattered the sheath?
like you could looking at him, you can tell he works out. He's decently buff.
Yeah, and the guy touched his Tesla, and he couldn't have that in front of his family, so he decided to go back
I've
and
got
cut
a
him up with a
joke.
samurai
Hold on,
sword.
I've got a joke about Tesla drivers.
Okay.
Let me bring up.
Oh yeah, speaking of jokes about samurais, do you know how they kill non-binary people?
How?
They slash them.
Oh God. Jesus Christ.
Come on.
All right. You ready for this? Studies suggest that 9 out of 10 men prefer a woman with curves. The 10th man drives a Tesla and prefers the 9 other men. I know it's so childish and stupid, but I giggled.
That's to you, Elon Musk. Do, 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 do.
Sounds about right.
Okay. It is highly likely your victim would have died. Okay. He tried to call for help but was unable to unlock his phone because of all the blood. He was found minutes later by his son, who was driving home from work, and noticed his father in a ditch. Clark drove away. He left him in the ditch
Yeah,
and drove
yeah,
the
he
fuck
did.
away. I don't care if if it has been 15 minutes yet. That deserved a fuck.
And he also thought that like the guy was fine, I guess, or whatever, until like his wife made him look at the sword and realize there was blood all over it because he fucking cut him up with it.
That sounds like a deranged lunatic to me that knew exactly what he was
See,
doing.
people like that shouldn't be allowed to have guns, bows, or swords.
He expressed great remorse for his actions. Bullshit. If he was remorseful, he wouldn't have driven away. The defendant said he didn't initially realize the scabbard for the sword had shattered until after he drove off, and his wife said that she had seen blood. It was then that you looked down and saw the blade of the sword exposed. You claim you then went into a state of shock. The defendant claimed he turned the vehicle around to look for the victim but couldn't find him. The scene inside your car became chaotic. Your children were crying about what they had no doubt witnessed. Clark told authorities he dropped his family at home, then returned to try to find the victim, but police and paramedics had already arrived. He later turned himself in. Okay, so that's why he turned himself in. He initially pleaded not guilty to causing grievous bodily harm, but you did with intent to do so. Oh, because what? Because you had a fucking sheath on it, which carries a maximum possible punishment of 14 years imprisonment. He should have gotten 14 years.
I own a couple of swords. One of them has a cheap scabbard, and I don't know, like a couple of years after I got it, the scabbard was very noticeably like falling apart, loose. And whenever, like, I would unsheath the blade and then try to resheath it, you can tell very clearly that the scabbard or sheath is fucked up. So you're not going to tell me that, oh, I didn't realize that it broke, or I didn't realize that the scabbard broke. It was, I don't know. No, you're going to know.
He changed his plea to guilty after the Crown reduced the charge to causing grievous bodily harm with intent only to cause injury, which carries a maximum sentence of 7 years. It reflects, the judge noted, as an acceptance of Clark's claim that his sword was sheathed when he struck. Despite that, the judge should consider a sentence of imprisonment due to the life-altering injuries and the psychological impact on the victim and his family.
It's lucky he wasn't caught pirating music, otherwise he would have gotten longer.
I know, right? Or if he had weed on him or something.
Well, that's in New Zealand. I don't know what their laws are like over there. I mean, they might not care about any of those things.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure they care about all that shit.
I don't like about weed and shit. Like I don't know if that matters to them. I don't know anything about New Zealand other than if you confuse them with Australians, they get pissy.
Yeah, it's great fun.
He does it on purpose.
And the victim's daughter, something is seriously wrong when someone thinks it's okay to attack someone with a sword for no reason. What kind of person thinks it's okay to carry a sword in their car? See, I have no problem with him having a sword in his fucking car. No problem. But
me neither.
Stop and whack someone, because that's what he was going to do. He was going to whack somebody with a sword.
Well, my thing is, if you're going to whack somebody with something, why carry a sheathed sword? Just carry a club.
Or a bat.
But here's the thing, like, coming back to the U.S. side, look at how many machete attacks there have been over the last couple of years.
I haven't heard of any.
Oh, I hear about them all the time. Just Google machete attack.
Yeah,
Hold on,
but is it by the
Rog is peeing
cartels?
again? Where
No.
is Rog peeing?
What? I'm not peeing. I'm in my
Clock,
room. What the
Clock,
fuck?
Clock said you're peeing again.
Clock,
Yeah, it's the
stop
fact that he
watching me
drove
while
off.
I pee.
Yeah, Rock. No, there. I hear the radio show I listen to. They cover all sorts of shit, right, Death?
Yes.
Is
David
it
Chuck the freak.
Including machete attacks when they happen.
I mean, is it
Machete
cartel related?
No,
attacks in
random ass people.
Oh, okay.
Is it in Florida?
Some of them are, yes. So that should explain every fucking thing.
MS-13 gang member sentenced to 20 years in machete attack.
A Microsoft gang member.
Man,
That's no.
that's a
MS-13. Yeah, that's a fucking that's a gang you don't want to fuck with.
no.
MS-13 is fucking no joke.
Yep.
Are they cartel affiliated?
They're
No.
from Mexico, and they've been coming over the border.
They're not a gang you
they
want to
are
fuck
really
with.
bad news.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Man in New Year's Eve machete attack faces federal charges. Suspect
Yeah,
New Year's
I
Eve
don't
machete attack.
know anything about that stuff.
Oh, okay, that's the same one. Times. Oh, that. Oh, okay, I see a bunch of on this New Year's or New York City machete attack on New Year's Eve.
Wait, is Death peeing?
Or
No, she is not.
no, I'm right here.
Oh, I thought maybe she was like in the bathroom, just like with her camera or
is it
whatever.
Times Square machete attack. Suspect pleads not guilty. Attack targets the United States and settled on Times Square on New Year's Eve. I'm so glad I never want to go. I never chose to go to Times Square on New Year's Eve. That just, I do not like people enough to.
I had a
wanna
cousin
do
that did it once, and he said that he couldn't get down to Times Square. They literally stayed in their hotel rooms and
Who's
watched
peeing?
it from their hotel room.
That's how you get mono. Not the hotel room, but Times Square.
Okay, let's see. NYC machete attacker expressed militant support for Islam. May have expected to die. Oh.
Wait, what about Islam?
Apparently, the guy who attacked people on New Year's Eve in New York City expressed militant support for Islam, and he may have expected to die himself, like a suicide type deal.
Suicide by cop?
Probably. The suspect approached an officer and tried to strike him over the head with a machete. He then struck 2 officers in the head with the blade before he was shot in the shoulder and apprehended by police. Oh, so he went straight to go for the cops?
For the cop.
3 officers assigned to New Year's Eve's celebrations in New York City's Times Square area were injured by a machete-wielding teenager who expressed militant support for Islam.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, the Islamic extremists, not to be confused with regular Islamic believers, but Islamic extremists, the terrorists,
Only as a
have been
19-year-old
recruiting younger people because
they're easily
yeah,
manipulated.
Anybody that's like, under, I don't know, we'll say like 24, is easily like they're very prone to like idealistic movements and shit, like, oh well, we can change the world, we can do this, we can do that, we can make a difference. And yeah, Islamic extremists find these people, and because they're so idealistic and want things to be a certain way, terrorists can kind of mold them into what they need them to do, making them think that they're actually going to make a difference when all they're doing is throwing their life away. That's how terrorists work.
Yep. I don't know why I clicked on this one article. I guess this is like the first political article that I've selected in a year. How the 2024 race is shaping up for Trump and Biden in 7 key states, so the swing states. And apparently Trump is up in all of them except for Michigan. He's tied.
Why is that not surprising?
I know, right?
If we're gonna start talking about politics and the presidential, like, I'm gonna go find a Twitch thought to watch. You guys have fun.
Right. No,
Yep, nope.
I'd be busting out of here too.
Nope.
Like, I'm not down for that. I like to make fun of that shit, but I'm not down for covering like
No,
what
we
states
have a
like
cheat.
them.
We have a Cheeto and a guy who should be on
My
hospice care.
schedule's filled with bombing the Vatican. Presidential assassinations are going to have to wait until afterwards.
Well, there you go. Aries is a very busy man. He
We
doesn't have
we
time
have
for
a
all
list,
this.
guys. We have a list, and
Aries has a priority list. We don't need like but
Clocks.
yeah, I don't keep up with what
clocks.
state because none of that shit matters. Like I know a lot of people think it does. I know Death starts talking about it sometimes like it matters, but like it doesn't matter what anybody wants.
what I'm
They're gonna
drinking?
put in charge whoever they want in charge, and that's the end of it.
Baked apple pie.
Like the
and
average
orchard.
citizen doesn't get as much of a say as they think they do.
See?
Right.
Num num. Num num.
It's all just a matter of illusion to, keep the masses relaxed and chill and shit, making them think that, yeah, they're making it whenever really they're not.
Yep. Like I'm done. I'll still vote. Give me the drink.
Why?
Just to say that I did it.
Do they give you like free food?
I
Which
get
is
a sticker.
exactly the problem.
What?
What?
Voting for the sake of it.
I don't trust either side. They're all fucking corrupt.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
And that's
I
all
think,
I'm gonna say.
Smaller governments like better.
Oh,
honestly,
they're worse. I mean, no. The smaller the smaller governments. Oh, hold on. Are we talking like state and local, or are we talking
Federally. Like they need
Well,
to back off.
federal
federally,
is
I
large
believe.
government.
Yeah.
I'm talking like small government.
So
Like
local
township.
and state. Yeah, no,
yeah, like
that can be so much worse.
well, yeah, but you can
I
actually vote people in and out on that, and those votes actually
understand,
do
but
make a difference.
if you don't get it, but at the same time, if you don't get enough people in to vote, you could get people that, well, they shouldn't be in office at all.
Yeah. Well,
Case
I mean,
in point, the village that my parents live in had some people that were very far in certain directions. They were trying to take this little dinky ass town, little dinky ass village, as it's classified here in the state, and turn it into some utopian, vision that they had.
well, that's impossible. But
Yeah, and it was, they were driving out any type of business that they felt that didn't align with their vision.
well, that's the thing. Like, you got some people out there that believe, like there's nothing wrong with capitalism, but then you got other people that are strongly, strongly against it. And to me, it's like, I mean, you either got capitalism or
It's a double-edged sword.
you end up with something like communism.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, neither one is really like good.
Good, bad.
I mean, I suppose like to a certain extent, like on a smaller scale, like for example, I don't know. I'm gonna talk about something here I don't know everything about, but I know a little bit about, like tribal, like, and by tribal I mean like Native American shit. Like communism works on a scale whenever you're dealing with like a tribe of like, I don't know, we'll say like 100 people or whatever. You got people that hunt, people that go out get bushes or berries and shit, shit that they know they can eat. And then you got a few people that are really good with like knowing what herbs do, and then everybody takes care of everybody else. And it's like, before white people showed up, it's not like Native Americans didn't have wars and shit. They did, but you know the other part of the time, or the other half of the time, or however, I don't actually, I'd have to look that up, how often they had wars with each other. But like the tribes, if you were within a tribe or whatever, as long as you did whatever job you were given, you got a full belly, right? Like you got taken care of. There wasn't really money and shit. That they did do trades and bartering and shit like that. That worked. Communism works on a scale like that, but communism doesn't work on a countrywide scale, even though people try to say it does. Like if it's a local thing, like small people, like small groups of people trying to live or survive or whatever the case may be, yeah, it's literally a family unit. Most family units consist of a communism. You got the parents who go out and work and, make money or barter or whatever. And then they come home and guess what? The parents get to eat, the kids get to eat, the fucking dog gets to eat. Hopefully they remember goldfish food, like everybody gets to eat. On a small scale, it works. On anything beyond, a couple of hundred people living in some kind of a commune or some kind of a small nation or state or whatever, isn't going to work. At least that's how I see it. I don't know. Like,
Aren't you streaming right now, Aoi? What are you?
I mean, there are certain examples, and like with the Native American example, like maybe the hunting is just really bad that year. Maybe it's an incredibly rough winter, and even the animals are having a hard time surviving. Yeah, you're not gonna get as much meat to eat because the deer are skinny, and maybe they're starving because the fucking snow got dumped on it like fucking 5 feet deep, and even the animals are having a hard time. Yeah, but that's like outside of like the controlled communistic idea. You know what I mean? Like, well, I guess it depends on where the tribe lived in the states or whatever. But I'm not saying I'm not saying communism's a good thing. I'm not like advocating for it or anything. I'm just saying, in theory, it's effective on a small scale. But capitalism is, I mean, replace communism or the communist idea with capitalism on that small scale of, like, I don't know, we'll say a small tribe or group of people or whatever. You're going to have, I don't know, 4 or 5 people that control the food and potentially the fresh water, depending on the circumstances. Like, post-apocalyptia or some shit, some kind of a zombie survival situation where they build a compound. You're going to have maybe 4 or 5 people that are in control of the food, the water, and they make sure that them and their kids get whatever they want first, and then whatever's left, making sure that they are going to be taken care of in the near future, as in the next few weeks or months. Then they'll give like everybody else, the people that don't have any power, like the crumbs of whatever they don't want. That's essentially what, capitalism is. There's always going to be an elite group of people that are going to control everything, and they continue to control everything, like, we'll say weapons, ammo,
But
food, whatever.
there's always going to be those people that are no matter what, it doesn't matter how it is, they're going to want to try and control everything.
Well, yeah, just like in a communist state. I mean, I don't know. I think isn't China a communist?
Yes.
Yeah, like, I mean, you better believe that the people at the top, like the top federal or government officials or what the fuck ever they are, whatever they call them, they're dictators, and I don't know, dictator of ministries or what the fuck ever. You better believe them and their families are well taken care of and living comfortably. But your average Chinese citizen on the street, their life is very different. But that's what happens whenever, communism gets too big. You are going to end up with the same thing that you get with capitalism, which is an elite group at the top telling you that they know what's best for you, and that's just the way it's going to be. I mean, with capitalism, it starts on a small scale and just scales up. With communism, it's fine on a small scale, but then as it goes up, you're going to end up with the same elite group.
Exactly.
Like, they just call it 2 different things. One, well, honestly, both. If you're not one of those families in power, you're getting the shit end of the stick, and there's nothing you could do because the other people own all the guns and all the like the governments and whatnot. They control the ammunition, they control the food, they control the water. You might get a couple of crumbs of cheese to eat tonight for dinner, and that's it. They keep you weak. Now, I'm not anti-government or whatever. Actually, I'm pro small government because it's easier for the people. Like, yeah, let's say, for instance, at least this is an opinion. This is not a fact. I've not read this. I've not seen any studies of this or any bullshit like that. But, like, if each state, like, say the federal or like government or yeah, like, this would be the federal government or whatever was dissolved for whatever reason. Each state within the union became its own, we'll say, like mini country. Now, Death, I know where you're gonna say like, well, what about the really small states like I don't know, fucking Massachusetts or someplace? Those places are gonna get swallowed up by surround. Yeah, I know. I have a feeling you were gonna say that, and yeah, I know. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about just the states that matter, the bigger ones.
I love the look on your face, Death.
Well, I just saw, I just saw something. Now I gotta look at something.
No, anyway, like, if each state decided, minus the wars over territory and all that bullshit, all right, we're not talking about that. I'm just talking strictly from a,
Governmental point of view.
yes, exactly. Thank you. It would be easier for the people to see, like, where their tax dollars are going, what their tax dollars are paying for. Like, let's say that, my state, for instance, Pennsylvania, let's say that we got, a lot of interstates. We have a decent amount of interstates, but let's say that, our road system or whatever is looking pretty shitty. Lots of potholes, lots of slips, roads fucking falling over the hill in some places.
Good old Pennsylvania.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're not near there. You must be talking about West Virginia. Anyway,
No, I lived in Pennsylvania for a year on the west side.
yeah, that's where I live. Anyways, if we're paying taxes to, like, I don't know, we'll say that, in the federal or in the state, like fucking government or whatever, we're gonna have a dude that's gonna be in charge of like roads, transportation, like the Department of fucking Motor Vehicle, I think we call it the DMV or what the fuck ever. Okay, whoever's in charge of that, they're getting the tax money. Their job is to pay people to keep the fucking roads paved and fixed. If the roads are not getting paved and fixed and they're still falling over the fucking hill and there's holes everywhere and you can't barely drive your fucking car on it, we're going to be able to vote that guy out. And yes, we do get votes that count. And yeah, that person's not going to be in power anymore. And we'll just keep cycling through until we get somebody that actually, stops putting money aside for their brand new car or what the fuck ever, and it actually puts the money where it needs to go, for the roads. Whatever, we start seeing the roads look a little better, then we're gonna be like, okay, we like this guy, we're gonna keep this guy around, he's got his shit together, he's getting people out there, they're fixing shit. Same with I don't know, I assume there would be some sort of a department of fucking agricultural or whatever. I think every state has that anyway, but like, if I don't know, there's not enough food going to the shelves or whatever, we're the food's not getting done right, or like food for some reason, even though the farmers are growing the shit and everything is going well on their end, but for some reason the food's just not finding its way to the shelves. Well, we're gonna visit that guy and we're gonna vote him out until the we'll say like the food part of the government, the infrastructure or whatever of that aspect of it is taken care of. We get somebody in there that okay, they're not hogging all this shit. We got on a smaller scale, people's jobs or people's government jobs are much easier to watch. Because what happens right now, like in any town in your state, pick any problem from your state. I don't know what kind of problems your state has, but pick any problem. And
Potholes.
Well,
We've
I
got to
mean,
make We've got a major infrastructure problem here in the state.
Yeah, right. And what does your state officials say whenever, the question comes, well,
Fix
why
the
the
damn roads!
why in the fuck is anybody fix these goddamn roads? Most likely
God.
your state officials are saying, well, it's
No,
the other government it's the federal government that's stopping us from doing that, or some dumb shit like that.
Yeah, or they're trying to raise gas taxes and do this other shit to fix the damn roads.
Yeah, like they're blaming everybody else. Well, whenever the bill stops with them, all of a sudden you're going to start to see a shift in all this blame going,
Well, no, if
which
you follow, like, if you actually sit and follow the paper trail, you'll realize that some of these government jobs that cost, exuberant amount of money, these people that bid the contracts are bidding, oh, we're bidding this job for this amount, and when you look, oh, see this hand, we need all new tools and equipment to do this, and it's going to cost X amount of dollars. Oh yes, all these, this screwdriver that normally costs you, a couple dollars, that is now a $30 to $50 screwdriver. Oh, this ball peen hammer that we need, 100 of, it's $100 each.
Yep.
It's shit like that. That that's how that's how these people get away with shit, because they know somebody in a position to where, oh, hey, I know a company that can do this job, and then all of a sudden, oh, well, we need all this in order to do the job for this amount of money, but in reality, it's just, the person in office gets a kickback for getting their friend
Yeah,
who
yeah,
owns
exactly.
company XYZ to get the bid.
Now, I'm not against companies being privately owned and privately operated. That's fine. But, whenever they have a monopoly on something like that, though, like, like for instance, let's say, let's take my scenario, like, talking about your state tools or whatever, like a tool manufacturer in your state, like, I don't know, fuck Craftsman or what the fuck ever tool manufacturer you might have there. If they're the only company that can make tools, then yeah, they're probably going to raise the price. But at the same time, they got to keep the price low enough to where people can afford it. Otherwise, they're just not going to make any money. Their product's just going to sit like in warehouses until people, either can afford it, which is a really bad business idea, or they're going to realize, look, this is for the working people. But most likely, though, if you end up with like 2 or 3 different tool manufacturers, yeah, they're competing. Competition's good because it keeps shit from getting all retarded, like with prices and stuff, like stopping monopolies and shit.
Yes.
Shout out to the GPU industry.
I think there's only 2 companies that make GPUs.
Yeah, and their GPUs are still, their prices are still going up to the fucking thousands.
Yeah, but think,
Yeah,
like,
you
if
have
there was
NVIDIA
4 or
and
5.
There is a
AMD,
fight on
yeah.
Intel.
And
I
they're
thought
not that
Intel
good.
was AMD.
No,
Nope.
AMD has
Or-
they have the, oh my god.
I thought
Like,
AMD made processors and GPUs, which was
they make-
Intel also, or
Intel strictly made CPUs there for a long time. They're just now getting into the GPU game. And their
right?
GPUs are okay-ish.
It's game dependent. They're
It
making
is
them for basically, they're mostly
Right.
just making them for fucking esport games.
I've ran a NVIDIA card in my PC, and I currently have an AMD card. And depending on what you get will depend on what it's comparable to.
Right. Well, like in any industry, GPUs, cars, tool manufacturers.
Competition is good.
Yes, it's a very good thing. The more competitors you have, the easier, or well, the easier it is for the consumer. I mean, and it can also be confused, but I should say the cheaper it is for the consumer. But then if the market gets too saturated by like, we'll say there's like, I don't know, 37 different fucking GPU manufacturers out there. Okay, now that's getting a little ridiculous. That's getting complicated. People are going to have all these varying opinions on what the better GPU are. You know, whenever there's, I don't know, we'll say like 5 to 10 different manufacturers for something, it's to me that's a good fair number. Like it's not too complicated, but at the same time, like recently I was looking at capture cards. And I found one that I don't know. I thought looked good. I sent a link to Aries about it because he knows more about this shit than I do. And yeah, he said that it was a capture card that was like a knockoff of like a fucking knockoff. It was some kind of a Chinese bullshit. It was like a knockoff of a knockoff of I think an Elgato or something. I don't remember now, but you know, whenever you get too many manufacturers in the market for shit like that, it's easy to buy a dud. But
Yeah.
the prices are, I mean, I didn't buy that one. But like the
Yeah, Val,
prices
This is
can.
this is how much of a this was how much of a knockoff it was. It didn't have a heatsink.
Well, there's
Right,
a
see,
lot
I
of
didn't
there's
catch
a
that.
lot of them. There's a lot of them that don't have heat sinks.
See, I didn't catch that.
This is supposed to record 1080 and have 4K pass through. It needs a heatsink, otherwise it will fucking melt.
Yeah.
See,
I just there are certain things that, like the saying goes, buy once, cry once. I just went not too long ago bought a cordless impact and cordless drill. I could have easily gone to some cheap home improvement store like Harbor Freight and got some cheap bullshit and used it a couple times and
that broke.
And then it breaks. Or I spend, actually spend the money for good, a decent brand that I know is going to last me a long time, and I ain't got to buy the damn thing multiple times to spend the same amount, if not more. So, like with my capture card, I just went ahead and bought the Elgato.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that's like the best one. That's like one of the best manufacturers out there for it, but they're also more expensive. But like, I guess the point I was like trying to make there was with the with the capture card market. They literally run the like price range from $25 to like $300. Like that's what happens whenever you get a little too many competitors in the market. Like you get massive price gaps. But if say, we'll say there's only like 3 or 4 different capture card manufacturers out there, odds are the price range would run from like 200 to 500.
Ooh,
But
Ninetales.
the thing is, that's not what they're doing. Working in retail, I know what they're doing.
Ninetales.
They're doing it on a higher scale than what retail stores do, because inside of the store they raise the price of one product so they can lower the price of another. With the Chinese knockoff companies, they're basically making multiple companies to raise the price of one company's products so they can sell off another company's product at a lower price.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but that's another part of, I think, whenever the market becomes saturated with, we'll say vendors or manufacturers. Like one guy or like one group can like
Hey, Seth.
start up like 4 or 5 different companies and do exactly what you just said. If the market's small and there's only like maybe 4 or 5 different companies, then that's less likely to happen. It would be easier to track down like these multiple companies and figure out if they're intertwined or connected in some way.
Oh, on that note, I am calling it a night. I am tired. Y'all have a good night.
All right,
Good
thanks for
night.
stopping in.
Thanks for stopping in.
We'll see you later.
Bye. Potato Frog is almost free. When do you get out, Potato?
Yay, we don't have to pay for her anymore.
Oh, good. Latinas were getting expensive. They're like twice as much as a white girl.
So mean to me today.
Well, I'm not mean to you. I was being mean to all white women everywhere. What are you talking about?
She gets
God,
out at
stop.
11. Oh, so when we get off, she gets on. Got it.
Stop taking
Oh
everything so
my.
personally whenever it's aimed at a much larger audience.
Mm. No, everything's about me. God damn it.
I joke to anybody who's listening who might have got offended by that. I joke. I love all women.
He really does joke.
I love all women, all colors and shapes and sizes, but not penises though. I don't want a woman with a penis. No, I don't do that. Nothing wrong with that. It's just not for me. I don't want to get her home and, sitting in the car out front, and right before we go in, she's like, yeah, I'll stay, but there's something I gotta tell you.
You
And
know,
then
Rock,
she pulls the dick out.
you have the perfect excuse to be able to come out with stuff like this. You don't see a difference in the women.
I really have a hard time telling, like, in some cases, I do have a hard time telling if a chick is, like, attractive or not. So, like, I usually just DM pictures to death to tell me how hot the chick is. Because I don't know. Sometimes I DM pictures to you if I think it might be a man, like, in drag or whatever. I'm like, hey, Aries, is this
Yeah,
a
I
real
think so.
woman? But, that's okay. That's okay. I got friends to take care of me, make sure that I don't end up sleeping with a man or you know an ugly chick.
Always feel for that Adam's apple.
That's true. Or just feel for the dick. Go straight for the prize, and see if there's a slit or a rod down there. Like that's important. Um. Anyway, I was gonna say something, but I forgot what it was.
No
It
worries.
doesn't matter.
Me and Aries are just talking games while you were talking your politics.
I wasn't talking politics. I was just saying how shitty like just about every form of government is.
Mm-hmm.
Anything on a large
Yeah.
scale sucks.
Def, that link you sent me, look at the list of people who have it on their wish list.
Oh yeah, what game? We're gonna talk games
Party,
now.
party animals.
Mm.
I've had it on there for the last month.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
I watched a streamer play that the other day. It was too bright and colorful for me.
Yeah, that's why I didn't tag you in it. I knew it was gonna be too bright and colorful for you.
What about Who's Your Daddy? Did you ever check that one out?
That is on my wish list too.
I'm surprised you
Like-
didn't mention the new party box. Or fucking whatever the hell
Jackbox.
that shit.
That's
yeah,
called a
that thing.
vagina.
It's
Oh.
it's too expensive.
No, that's when you pee in the
otherwise,
basket.
Yeah, I peed in Death Basket the other day.
No,
And
you
then
did
she
not
blamed
pee
the
in my
cat.
basket.
Yes, I did, but you blamed the cat.
Cause it was the cat. Sons of the Forest is on sale. Sorry, I'm going. Okay, so
I'll play that with you.
Well, the Forest is. I know those are
Sons
games
of
I
the
don't.
Forest.
Those are games I don't like though.
You never even played it. I'll play
Sons
7
of the
Days
For-
with you.
I've
Sons of
watched-
the Forest does get very, very monotonous very quickly.
I'll
well,
play 7
like
Days with you.
the Forest is on sale for $5. 7. I don't like those survival games. I'll like look at Raft. I like Raft, but I got sick of it. Excuse me. But do you
Well,
play?
7 Days, you're not on a boat.
I actually liked that fact. I liked being on the boat and building the raft.
But Raft is just open world survival. Without the open world, you are literally stuck
Yeah,
to
you're
one
stuck.
fucking area.
You're strapped to like a fucking
maybe
boat,
I
and
just
that's
don't.
it.
Maybe I don't like open world concepts then. Okay, so.
I think
So-
you should try 7 Days whenever it goes on sale. I'll play that with you all day.
Raft, you say? Yes, Wolf. Oh my God, Mr. Master Builder in Raft. Oh look, look at. Oh, so hold on. We all want this Party Animals game, but none of us owns it.
Well, I don't.
I've left it there 'cause it's still on mixed reviews.
Oh yeah, It is mixed reviews. Why are they mixed? What's the bad ones? Product refunded. Devs
I mean,
promoted this game
Death.
as including the ability to play online as well as offline friends. Hold on. They then released the game with online only.
Why the only person who proofreads this shit before sending links around?
Blamed their user base for taking their own Steam page description at face value, then doubled down saying they never intended and will not provide an offline mode. The devs' lack of taking responsibility instead of blaming the community. Game, once I see evidence the devs are listening to and more importantly, catering to their user base. Okay, so used to be fun, but they ruined it. They got rid of the 2v2v2v2 game mode and only have 4v4, which is different from what was first advertised and makes the games absolutely boring and unplayable. If I could reimburse the game, I would. This game got very popular real quick and they're making a bunch of decisions that just ruin everything. This guy literally is recommended and just says I am black. Can't play this game in local co-op anymore.
Must be a dev.
Okay, so
If you don't buy that game, you're racist.
a lot of the bad ones are because they can't do local multiplayer anymore. It can only be played online.
Okay. Now, Death.
Uh-huh.
I think you should try 7 days. It's just like your other shooter bang bang games, except that's a little bit easier because you're not getting one-shotted in the head by an expert like Ares from across the map. Like, it's easier, and you also got to manage your health and, shit like that in that game, just like you do in your shooters. You can do PvP if you want. There's plenty of people that like the PvP in that game.
Yes, Wolf,
It's-
it is on your list too. It doesn't look like it has 2v2 anymore though. It has 4v4. Sorry, Rog. And you said that's 7 days? I'm looking.
It is open world, but at the same time, like, you don't have to build.
What I'm
build.
hearing is we have to play Payday 3. Payday 3 is how much is that? Like $40? I'm trying to keep to like
I
$20
have
and
Payday
under.
3.
I know you do.
And you
I-
can kind of control the like how fast the
Okay,
game's
so-
paced.
So you don't.
The issue with Payday 3 is that it's online only with dedicated servers. With that game, there are times where you need precise timing if you're doing stealth, and because it's a dedicated server, you've got latency, and that just fucks it up.
Okay, so I'll wait on that one still then. But Rog trying to sneak would be fun. You wouldn't find it fun.
What, Payday? Oh no, I would suck at Payday.
Okay,
I'm not even
so-
gonna try it.
well, okay.
That's too fast paced.
But
But no, like, back to what I was saying.
Lord Sheriff, what's the game that you want me to check out?
7 days.
7 days.
Yeah, like, okay.
That's $25. That's above my price range.
I said whenever it's on sale. Anyway, like, listen. So
You should get it when they release the full version.
well, that'll be fucking. Aren't you the one that said that alpha is just part of the name now? Like that
Yeah.
is just the okay, yeah, then there you go. The game is fully released. They still release updates just like they do for like Minecraft or any other game. But no, like that. Okay, I know you like the super fast paced game. You can do super fast paced in that. You could do like the missions and stuff where you go into really big building, like office size buildings, and clear them out. Like fast paced zombies dropping from the fucking ceiling on top of you and like trying to eat you and shit.
Okay, I'll put it on my wish list for you. Since we don't have a game that we can play together.
And don't worry, like I can do the building. Like you don't even gotta touch the building. You just do the shooting.
What is Human Fall Flat?
It's a fucking game where like
It's-
1,000
A
people
ragdoll
can.
type thing?
Yeah.
It's a
kinda.
puzzle game. It's literally just a fucking YouTuber
I thought
game.
that was the game that like 20 people can play at the same time and like you do races and shit. Isn't that Human Fall Flat?
It
No,
looks
it's still me if trying to get from one side of the map to the other, and it's puzzles, and it's kind of team based.
Oh, it's
The
like that one.
The better one is Wobble Life.
No, Death has a
Mhm.
game like that I played with her. It's called Cave Climber or some shit.
I don't have Cave Climber.
No, it's Death. I played it. I literally played it with you. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but like we're in caves and like we got it. There's like me, you, Mags, and Mofa played it. Like I don't know, 2 or 3 days in a row. Like we have to like swing across like gaps and stuff. And, like we have to hold on to each other to like swing each other around. And
He's on about that game where you're a ball with 2 arms.
Yeah. Oh shit. What is that called?
yeah,
Heave
I don't.
ho.
I thought it was like yeah, heave ho. That's it. Yeah, like God, Dale,
Oh
tell me you didn't
god.
have that game. I know
I
you
love
have
that.
that
I
fucking
oh
game. I played
I
it with
have
you.
that game. That I love that game. I hate that game, but I love that game. Yeah, Potato Frog. It's already 11 p.m. Get off.
It's not 11. It's 10.
Shush.
I don't want her to lose her job. I like her.
I like her too.
Well, you're trying to get her fired.
Okay, so no animal party yet.
Not
Yeah,
for me.
Yeah. If a game you'd like would be Wobbly Life.
no party. Wobbly life.
I think she would like 7 days.
What's going on, Potato Frog? Went on heave ho and the coin was destroyed by a fart. Oh my god. That pissed me off. That was Jack. Jack loved to fucking fart in that game.
He destroyed a coin by shitting on it.
By farting on it. Okay, I'm sorry, wobbly whata? Wobbly life.
Wobbly Life.
Oh, that's very similar. It looks like they're
What's a shit spray?
Yeah, it's basically Human Fall Flat, but, you know, an actual game.
Hey, Sir Waffle Knight. Or Marshmallow or whatever we're calling
That
you
was
now.
you. I think Jack did it too though, so maybe I'm
Do you play 7 Days to Die?
Yeah, Mr. Waffle Knight, do you play 7 days? Okay, once it gets under 12, see, I don't like, he does not.
Oh.
So Aries, you don't play Back for Blood anymore, so I shouldn't get it.
I mean, if there was people around who wanted to play it, I'd jump on. It's just,
Because
I'm at a point where the game's fucking tedious playing it on my own.
yeah.
Didn't Pirate talk about that game? Or maybe he might have been talking about the Left 4 Dead that came before that.
Yeah, it's basically Left 4
Wolf,
Dead, but the
Wolf,
devs
do you
didn't
play-
understand what made Left 4 Dead good.
Wolf, do you play Back for Blood? Well, if you don't like even in the team format, then I know no one's gonna really play with it.
Say, you can build teams on 7 days.
No, like, the issue I have with Back 4 Blood is they have the special effect the same as 7 days, but the special inflicted on 7 days, you have ways to counter them, like with the boomer. Before they explode, you can melee hit them to push them away and then detonate them. You can't do that on Back 4 Blood. You either have to try and run away while being attacked and blow them up, or just blow them up and take the hit.
Okay, well then fuck it. I'm not
Just
getting
blow them the fuck up.
I
But
was
then you
looking
get
at
covered
it
in vomit, which
'cause
triggers
it-
a horde.
It's Back for Blood is like on sale. It's like
World War Z, on the other hand, is much better.
back.
See, that's why I like 7 days. It's like a zombie shooter, but it's
Yeah, Back
you
4
can
Blood
also kind of be
is
at like slow
$12
pace.
right now instead of 60.
Like you don't have to do
He's
back-to-back
planning
missions.
to eventually get Dead by Daylight. Well, fucking get that. You can definitely get that. Try and get it before October 29th. Please. If you want to be part of our event, anyway. Okay, so I'm sorry. What was the other game that you brought up? World War Z.
World War Z.
Yes, I know, but
You're not fucking Canadian.
he neither is he. Okay. I'll add that to my wish list and maybe when it's on sale.
So I could have sworn you had one of those games. You probably have it on Epic.
No, I had it on Xbox Game Pass, Back for Blood. Oh, Wolf has Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2.
Well, technically, if you have Left 4 Dead 2, you have Left 4 Dead 1 because that got added to Left 4 Dead 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, the maps got moved into the second one.
Because this one's $10, so I can buy this one.
And a couple of community-made maps got made official in the second one as well.
Do you play Left 4 Dead 2?
Yeah, I'd play it. kind of just stopped playing it because they completely fucked up the way the AI works in the game and just. They used to
I
have a
used to
system
play
and then they
that.
broke it.
Well, I'm trying because if Wolf has it and you have it, that's 3 out of 4. Like that people. So I'm sure we could probably find someone to play it. Okay, well,
I
I'll add
used to
that to
play
my
that
wish.
game. I don't know if I have it on here though.
Yeah, there we go. I'll add that to my wish list. My wish list is 26 strong right now.
I did want to try to do some of the community maps for Left 4 Dead 2, but every time I got around to being able to do it, I just couldn't be asked to download any.
Like Hogwarts Legacy is on sale, but it's still over $40. So I'm just like, no, I'm
That
not gonna get it.
game is a massive. It's not bad. It's just same thing as open world monotonous shit.
Okay, why do I have who's your daddy on my wish list?
I mentioned it to you a long time ago, but then you never like. I guess thought it was good. But I don't know.
I never even looked at it. The
Was that
best
the one with the baby trying to
s-
kill itself?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a parenting simulator. I think this is the game where I've seen like, can you play to be the baby too?
Yeah, that's the whole point. One's the baby,
Yeah.
one's the parent.
Or you can have like two parents and like 5 babies or what the fuck. It could be like a team-based thing.
Interesting. 4-player split screen. Just have
I
the fourth as a
don't.
bot so we can fuck with it. Okay, then, yeah, we can do that too. If Rog doesn't
Yeah,
wanna
bot
play.
would probably be better with me.
Oh, have you guys seen? Well, Rog probably won't. This will be too dark for Rog. Pacify.
You know,
Was that one spider boobs?
it's the bright,
It's similar.
colorful
It's similar
thing.
to Devour, but I think it's just the one map. Um, I think. But you
The
gotta
bright, colorful
pacify
games
it.
are hard for me. I can do some darker games.
Well, this is a horror one. You tend to,
I'm not afraid of horror games.
or maybe there is multiple maps and I
Oh,
haven't
that
seen it.
one.
Like, if I can turn the brightness up, I'd
But
probably be
before we do that,
alright.
we should probably finish Devour before we do that. But yeah, that's only $5, so I can buy that whenever. And there's Shadows of
Okay.
Doubt. I'm on observation duty. Orc massage.
I have Pacify.
You do? Okay. Well, again,
Oh yeah, haven't played it yet though. Can't remember what the fuck I bought it.
yeah, I think I still want to finish Devour before we move on. Wolf, we need to set up a Devour night. And then I still have Ghost Watchers on my list too. Sorry, the reason I'm going through this is because I know the fall sale is going to be coming up and I'm hoping. So I'm putting everything that I'm interested in on my wish list because then I'll just be able to like tick down the list and add it to my cart. Okay, and I put World War Z on there. Because even when there's a $10 game, but all of a sudden it goes on sale for like $1. I love that.
World War Z, you don't need to buy the DLCs if the person hosting the game has them.
Okay, good to know. World of Horror? What the hell is that? No. No, I won't like that name. Euro Truck Simulator. Mags would love that. I wonder if she has
She
the Euro version.
yes, she does.
Oh, she has the Euro one?
Which one? I think she
Euro.
has
I think she has
There's two.
I think she has Truck Simulator, but I don't know if she has the Euro.
No, okay. She plays American Truck Simulator, but there's also two Euro simulators.
Oh, and she has both of them?
I'm asking which one, because as far as I
It's
know,
a
she's got Euro
first
Truck
one.
Simulator 2. I don't know about 1.
Here, I'll just go and view her profile. Be a creeper. Be a creeper. Wow, she has played 763 hours of Faz.
Well,
American.
yeah, the girl likes Faz. Don't shit on her for liking the game, man.
No,
Like,
I'm
God
not.
dang.
Like, that's why she's so good at the damn game.
The girl got a passion. Let her have it.
Okay, and gosh, she likes a lot of the same ones that I like.
So anybody that's still listening to these two discuss what games they want to buy, if you would like to come and play with them, these are the games to look for in the future, potentially.
She has a lot of the same games that I have. Prop and Seek. Oh, I have Gary's mod. Oh, and she has Hide and Shriek. She has Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2.
A lot of people have, like I said, I might even have one of the Left 4 Dead. I know I have it somewhere. I
Viscera
don't know if
Cleanup
it's on.
Details, Santa's Rampage.
Yeah, me and her were talking about that one day.
They're decent enough
Interesting.
games.
Is it about cleaning?
Yeah. It's
Uh,
clean up. It's cleaning after a massacre.
of Santa, yeah.
Add to wish list.
There's 3 of them, I think. There's the base game. There was one that was set on the Shadow Warrior game, I think.
Yep, I see that one. She has that one too. Add to my wish list. Ooh, Dragon, you know of these ones? What is this unsolved case one? Newly turns up. Oh, that's that sounds a co-op puzzle adventure.
Oh.
Hey, Aries, another puzzle game for you and I. It probably doesn't have the whole point thing though.
I wish I could play all these games. Oh well.
I don't know.
Honestly, a lot of these games you're not really missing out on much.
No.
Yeah.
Especially since as soon as you beat it, then it's just like, okay, I'm good. Don't need to play it ever again. Car Mechanic Simulator.
That one looked pretty boring.
Oh,
I had a
there's
friend
the
that used
regular
to play it.
Viscera Cleanup Detail. Add to wish list. That must be the base game. We
didn't
were
try to
here
get back on.
Expeditions, the friendship. Is that just like the whole all of them?
I need to try to get back on Rust at some point.
What
See
is
if it's
this?
going to
We were
continue
here
to crash my
Expedition. Partner
system.
up with your friends online and test your friendship by solving puzzles together in an abandoned amusement park. Work together to overcome brain-teasing challenges. Aries, we didn't play this. We were here.
Which one?
We were here Expeditions, the friendship.
Didn't even know that one was a thing.
Neither did I.
Did
Only
they
4
just
bucks.
release it?
Yeah, release date, so September 14th, 2023. Looks like we have another one, Aries.
Oh, God, if they got it down to the fucking same path, that one can go fuck itself.
Oh my god. It's mostly positive. It's only
So with all the rest of them.
It's only $4. I can't see it taking absolutely forever like the last 2. Right? 2 friends already own this game, Megs and Summer. BCD
Summer's
is cleaning
sweet.
game where you're pulled in to clean up after
I have
various
not seen her
massacres.
for
Yeah,
a
that's
while.
what Aries was telling me about. Several of the levels are inspired by movies like The Things and Event Horizon. Okay, good to know. Hey, hopefully we don't have to freaking talk to Squid in this one. I hated that part of that. Animal Shelter Simulator, aw. House Flipper, Fall Guys. I need to play some Fall Guys with you guys. Like, well, maybe not you guys. I know Raw can't play Fall Guys. That's
Thanks
too
for
bad.
excluding me again.
I'm
I swear
sorry.
I swear, Death is starting to do this on purpose.
No,
She
I'm
like every
not.
time she's like talk, she's like, "Oh, I can play this game with you guys." Oh, well, not wrong.
I'm
Then
sorry.
like, "Oh, here's another game we can play together." Oh, but Raw can't play. Like, I
Okay,
swear she's
okay,
starting
7
to do
days.
this on
I will
purpose.
buy 7 days.
I swear she's starting to like just fuck with me.
I will
Like,
buy 7 days so I can play 7
I'm
days with you.
starting to feel like Death is like purposely picking games she knows I can't play just so she can say, "Oh, we can all play this." Well, not you, Rog. You can't play, but you can watch. Like,
No, I don't. Grr. Grr.
it's fine. I'm only fucking with you. I know.
And
I
you know
my
you can
gaming
fuck with me because you
ability-
know I'm gonna end up feeling bad about it.
my gaming ability is very Really? You still feel bad after
I
all the years we've known each
do.
other?
I
Well,
do
Rog, if
because
it makes
I
you
feel
feel any better, I
bad.
I get the same treatment for the opposite reason.
No, you get drug into every game. The only games
No.
I got drug into, I didn't want to play. That was fucking overcooked,
No,
and I'm
I'm
like,
getting the we shouldn't play with Aries because we'll get put into a bracket we can't fucking play in, so I'm also getting the same
Farlight.
fucking
Oh,
treatment.
well,
That's
yeah,
how it is in Farlight. Yeah, we don't want to play with Aries, but then we get stuck with all the cheaters.
well,
Or really good people.
maybe you should, I don't know, only give half-hearted attempts, Aries.
Yes,
I'm a casual
turn off
player on
aimbot.
there.
Turn off aimbot.
Or turn on ROG mode.
Turn on ROG mode.
That ought to bump you down a few brackets.
Yeah, put a blindfold on. And just poke little holes where your eyes are. That's it.
If I'm pretty sure I
Yeah.
played that game when I had the fucking mask on.
Did you?
Well, clearly the mask was not blinding enough.
No.
It was one of those LED masks, so it's literally just eye slits you can see through.
Dude, I am like getting so addicted to this Vampire Survivors game, and I blame my brother.
Oh, I thought you blamed Aries.
No, my brother got me into it. He was the one
Oh.
who told me to
Well,
get it because he wanted to play with
Good
me.
news, Aries. All the women on the server are no longer blaming you for everything.
Give it 2 minutes.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But yeah, so. Oh, is that one we want, Dragon? Is that a Pokemon that we want?
You know, it's funny. People keep saying about how difficult it is to get everyone on the internet to agree to something, but everyone seems to always agree it's my fucking fault, even when I'm not there.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Oh,
agree.
that's so funny. He doesn't. Oh. I put 2 L's in Ultra. Buggy Catch.
Oh, I guess you need to take the L.
Kiss my butt. Event Pokemon. I don't know what that means. Doop, 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 doop,
Did I do it right? I think
Yes,
I did
you
it right.
did. You always blame who isn't there. So we blame Potato. Potato Frog?
No, don't blame her. Blame the other potato.
They're doing a Halloween event. Who is?
Well, so we
Event
need to come up with a name for Potato Frog's mum, so that we don't just keep referring to it as Potato Frog's mum.
Mama Froggy. Or Froggy Mama. Froggy Mama.
Mummy Frog. Because this
She's
is Daddy
feeling-
Frog. Now we got Mummy Frog.
She's feeling froggy. She gonna leap.
What
on
are we
me.
playing?
Well,
What
no,
are we-
because that one makes it sound like she's French.
Frog, you got it. The Pokemon game. Oh, this
Huh?
Pokemon game? What Pokemon game? I don't even have a Pokemon game. Should I be getting a Pokemon game?
I play a Pokemon game. Oh wait, are they trying to get you to play the MMO Pokemon game that's like taking our server?
The Pokemon
I
in the chat have an
tried
event.
that
The ones
game
with
and
the pumpkin are
it's-
event ones.
It's
Are
fucking
event ones?
stupid.
Oh!
I don't know. A lot of
Okay.
people seem to be playing it.
So this. Okay, so this.
Basically, all it is,
Fungus is.
it's MMO in the sense that you remember how Game Boy Colors and all that had the cable to do battles and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's basically
wow.
just that.
I think that's like my.
But you
best
can see other
Pokemon.
players walking around. To play the game, you need to go and find the fucking ROM files and install it into the game that you downloaded. So you might as well just play it on a fucking
Yeah, it's an
emulator and hook it up to the
emulator, yeah.
internet. So just get a fucking emulator and hook it up to the internet. Same thing.
Yeah, that's what Pirate and Jax and I don't know
30
what's
more
his name
minutes.
and everybody else was doing.
No one wants to send me food.
Well, that sucks for you because I'm getting a hot Latina
By
delivered
the
Friday
way,
night.
by the way, Potato Frog's mom is a redhead. Oh my god. A redheaded Latina for you, Rog.
Hey, that's rare. I'll take it.
That's a whole lot of crazy in a
Shut up. You don't know how to look. I'm a professional. I know how to handle this. You need to go and I don't know, play with Mofa or something. Go back to your coloring book. I
my
got
god.
this.
I finished that book Blind Rage. And well, I'll be starting
Oh
the
yeah, the
second
one that's
Blind
based on the
Fury.
Catholics.
Honestly, well, 'cause they look up in the sky and they turn blind and they start killing each other, right? And then there's a few people
Just like the
who are immune.
Catholics.
Wow, that does sound a lot like religion. They all looked up into the sky and then they all started killing each other.
We'll be done with the podcast when you get out of work, honey. Sorry. But we'll be sitting in chat so you can chat with us and
Don't worry,
de-stress.
Potato Frog. I won't abandon you. We can hang out after. Well, this is or that's gonna be the after hours stream.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
you'll join that after party.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we
since
always have
potatoes,
one.
since potatoes here, what Discord name should I give your mum?
Yeah, Potato Frog. What are
Froggy
we calling?
Mama.
And then no, Mommy Frog, and then we'll change Rogs to
Well, no, because that makes it sound
Lord
like she's
Daddy Frog.
French.
Poppy Frog.
Poppy Frog.
You don't have to add Lord in there if it's for the Latinas. You don't have to add Lord. No, they can call me Poppy.
That acts as Lord for you. We're not giving her a Discord. I don't know. She seemed into it.
I've been thinking. So here's my plan, right? I'm thinking about like building like a walled town, like out in the woods.
Are you making the Mexicans build it?
No, that's racist. No, I'm going to go and I don't know, hire a bunch of other people to build it. People who know what the fuck they're doing. And then I'm going to invite a bunch of Latinas to come and live with me. And it'll be like a sanctuary for the Latinas.
Oh, so it's gonna kind of be like the
know, I think it
opposite
turned more
of
into a
what
battle
Trump wanted
royale.
the wall for Mexico.
No,
So you're
Trump.
so
Trump's
you-
racist.
so-
Don't let him in there.
So you're gonna make all the white people build it and house all the
Yes.
Latinas.
We'll make the Canadians do it. Fuck Trump. He's racist. He's trying to take away my Latinas.
He is.
I don't know. Probably.
But he's trying to give
He's-
us a cat.
He's trying to stop him. He's
No,
trying to
that's the
stop him from getting
Japanese.
into America.
Well, no. Hey, that AI Trump, he was all about some cat
Yeah,
girls.
he is.
Japan has
is.
scientists dedicated to it.
I need to Google the whole Japanese
Oh,
cat
maybe-
girls thing.
Maybe Trump is president of Japan now. Which is fine. As long as he stops trying to stop the Latinas from getting into the country. I don't care.
I somehow doubt it. I don't think they got nuked hard enough to be that dumb.
Yeah, well. You guys hear about Johnny Somali?
That sounds
Japan
like a type of
approves
pizza.
first human-animal embryo experiment.
Well, I'll wait till that's done learning about the,
Oh my
last
God.
month's news.
No, this was posted in 2019.
2 years
Oh, I'm
ago.
sorry.
I know.
Couple
I
years
know what
ago.
she's
Four
looking
years
at.
ago now. Holy
Yep, I know what article she's looking at.
Scientific American.
Ye-
Lead to new sources of organs for transplant, but ethical and technical hurdles need to be overcome. I like how they say that the research could eventually lead to a new source of organs for transplant, and we're just like, cat girls! Let's
ye-
get some furries!
Which also raised the question in my mind, but I'm surprised I haven't seen anybody else ask. Cat girls, they have the ears of a cat, the scent capabilities of a cat, the tail of a cat. Do they also have the tongue of a cat?
Ooh. Ooh, how
Nice
would
and
that feel
sandpapery.
on a cock? That would be.
It just feel like somebody rubbing sandpaper on your dick.
I mean, the
So-
pain Olympics are a thing.
I don't really think it would necessarily be painful as long as they didn't like, run their tongue across your dick like a fucking belt sander.
Fucking motorized tongue.
Yeah, like I mean that would rip the skin right the fuck off, but
The new Wankmaster edition.
did you ever wonder what it felt like to rub a belt sander on your dick?
What version is this? The Limit Breaker.
Would you like to
Oh,
become a woman today? Well, stick your dick in this and turn it on and
that's rude. I gotta really think about what I talk.
hey, do you still got that thing on there that makes you not be allowed to talk?
I can't say the A and D word.
You can't say Andy?
A-N-D.
Out of curiosity,
Oh,
does that
oh,
include words with
wow.
"and" in the word?
No,
Like stand?
no,
Sand.
no. And no cursing.
Say belt sander.
Belt sander.
You just said and no cursing. Like you literally just fucked. Like I would totally not leave that on for the podcast. Like I'd only like leave that on for
I
your
didn't
games and
say
shit.
the A&D word. Belt
You said
sander.
and. You said and cursing.
Oh, I
Aries, did she literally not just say that?
oh
Yep.
I did. I totally did say that. I said A&D. No cursing.
Isn't it great having these point things that never work?
Oh.
You're gonna lose your
Oh.
audience because you never follow through with
Oh
like.
yes, because Spanx and Jack, they're gonna.
Yeah, like that one time when we
totally
had the
stop.
stand up, sit down thing, and then you accidentally knocked off your computer.
I didn't knock off my computer. It got unplugged. It got completely unplugged. That was. It was the first time. I haven't done it since. I've been really good.
Yeah, no, nothing like a trying.
I know. I mean, for my birthday stream, you guys kept having me go up,
I
then
didn't do
down,
anything.
then up, then down, and then you just left me up.
Were you having sex?
No.
Did they just like leave you in the fucking sex swing, like hanging? Because you said they just left you up and then left. You guys just like
When
tied
we're
her into a
playing-
sex swing and
when-
literally just like left her there and everybody just left.
when
Well,
we
yeah,
were
we're
playing
teaching her to become a professional swinger.
when we were playing Goose Goose Duck, someone hit the
Oh.
stand up, and I was standing up for a good 45 minutes. I had to beg people to use points to let me sit.
Yeah, I know. I was there, and then when they did, I used the points to have you stand back up again.
And then, oh. Okay, another 5 minutes. Then I had to, then someone else did it again so I could sit back down. So, yay!
Well, if I would have been there, I just want you to know I'd have helped you out.
Yay!
But I don't know how that thing works. So I would have probably fucked it up and like made you stand on your head for 5 minutes or something because I don't understand how that works. No one's ever explained it to. There's been other people on other streams that I watch regularly that also have a system like that, but I don't understand how it works, so I just don't use it.
You only get it once you hit affiliate.
Yes.
Oh, I have to be an affiliate. Wait, Jax is an affiliate?
No, you have to be an affiliate to be able to have it on your stream.
Oh,
Well, the way it works is you just keep the stream open, you accumulate points over time.
yeah, I know that, but like I don't know how to use them.
You click on the button, the numbers, and then it gives you a pop-up menu, and
Oh,
you click one of those.
yeah. How do you know if you got a lot? Like, what's a lot for this?
It depends on the streamer because they customize how many what each thing costs.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your most expensive thing?
Oh, 5,000-10,000. Ever since
Yeah, and
I
I'm
got
at
rid of-
25,000,
Ever since I
and
got
they've had streams going for hours.
yeah, I need to get another
Wait,
challenge.
what
put on
is
there or
your
something.
most expensive one? Like, where? How do you look at this shit? Where do you
Well,
look at this
I
shit?
have a lot of them turned off because it's podcast
Okay,
night.
okay, but like, how do
So-
you? Where do you look at this shit at?
There's a little button underneath the
Do
chat
I
box
just?
that's
Oh,
looks kind of like a
okay.
coin.
Right. That's how I get like the thing that Ari said. You just click on like that's all I
Yep.
gotta do is just click. Okay, I
Yep,
figured
and the
it'd be like
menu
a lot
pops
more
up.
complicated than that. All right, and folks just say highlight my message. Okay, I don't care about that.
Yeah, right
Which is one
now
of the
it's
most redundant things to be on a stream.
yep. Right now the only things should be in real life word ban, no cursing, and highlight my message.
How do you know what the prices are? Like I see these, but where the fuck you see the number price?
To the right of them, I believe.
Uh,
Or no, it's on the actual like their big blue or big colorful blocks.
yeah, I see a big blue block and a big pink block here.
They're
it's
inside of the block, just underneath the
Oh,
center.
Christ.
Yeah.
it's
Even for me, they're difficult to fucking read.
it's
Ah,
1500
God.
for the no cursing, 2000 for the word ban, only 100 to highlight your message because it's so.
Oh, wow. I literally have enough right now to just keep you from cursing the entire fucking stream.
Well, yeah, we only have 10
Because I
minutes
never
left.
use them. No, I mean, like, a fresh stream. Like, I literally have enough to. Actually, I think I got enough to do it for 1.5 streams. I literally have enough to keep you from cussing for like 1.5 streams. Because I don't know how to use them, so I've banked a lot of them, so.
Yeah, see, I need to look into doing some other challenges.
Wait, that's what that fucking number means on other people's thing. Wow, Death, I don't mean to break your heart here, but I got way more on Nymeria Fox's fucking thing.
Well,
And I've never used them on her either. So
they probably stream more than what I do, especially right now.
no,
And
no, but
you gain
that
points as well.
what?
If on the first daily message, you get bonus points for that. You also get points for watching their stream for 5 minutes on each time
But
they
what
stream.
I
You get bonus
but
points.
what I'm saying is I clearly watch her streams more than I do
Yeah.
yours. That's what I'm trying to say
your
here.
favorite Twitch thought.
Hey, don't call Nymeria Fox a Twitch thought. I like her. She's very polite and very sweet and
You-
very positive.
Hold on, you call me a Twitch thought?
Well, yeah, because you're not like Nymeria. You're not all sweet and
Um,
positive
a
and
Halloween event oddish is up if you want.
I don't know how to make this go away. I want to catch it, but this fucking bullshit.
You touch the same button.
Oh, okay. Uh,
And
also that I think I also have more on Icy's fucking thing too. The one that you
Well-
rated me to that one night that I was like, I don't know, Death, I don't
she's
trust you.
nice. She's
I was
nice.
like, I don't trust. Yes, I do like her very much. She is not a Twitch thought. She is very nice, very funny, and I love her little stream group that she has.
You call me a Twitch thought? Why do I get called a Twitch thought?
Because you play like first-person shooters all the time,
Not all the time. It's...
or third-person shoot, whatever. You play
Well,
shooters all the time.
I would stream Phasmophobia, but I like playing Phasmophobia with clocks. And I don't want to do that to her. So.
Look, if you want me to watch, you're gonna have to stream stuff that I like.
Well, and that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to find games that.
Nymeria Fox streams GTA.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play GTA.
Like, she doesn't even do the online thing. She just does like the story mode, and honestly, it's really funny.
I've been debating on doing StarCraft story mode.
I mean, yeah, that might be interesting.
And
Yeah, I want.
Portals, the first one, I need to do that one. Then Little Nightmares, there's a ton of games that I need to do. I need the time to do it. Right now I don't.
Didn't you buy Little Nightmares like last year?
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of games from last year. Because whenever there's a big sale and and my stuff on my wish list goes on sale, I buy them. I bought Little Nightmares and Little Nightmares 2 for like $2 each.
So you're actually going to play 7 Days with me?
Yeah.
Like whenever it goes on sale?
Yeah.
You promise?
I promise.
Okay, everybody in chat that heard this and everybody that's listening to the recording afterwards has heard her, and I want you to very strongly harass her if she backs out on me. Thank you.
Well, we played World of Warcraft together. It's just I wasn't gonna pay $15 a month to play that game.
We didn't really play that.
Well, and then I got Black Desert, but
Yeah, and you didn't really play that either.
I'll play it. It looks fun. I've been running through like the main portion of it here and there, but I can't stream it because of how much that game lags down my computer. I think I need a better GPU for it.
Doesn't she, Aries, don't she got like a fucking 30 series or some shit?
I have a 3070, but it was it's a second
She's
hand
got a
3070.
card. She's got a card that was
Oh,
mined on.
who the fuck told you to buy a second-hand GPU?
I didn't buy it. It was given to me.
Oh, I was gonna
So,
say,
it was a
whoever
free
told you to do that
GPU.
was a fucking idiot.
No, it was
Which
a
is
free
exactly
GPU.
what I said.
This
Yeah, you never
Christmas,
buy that shit secondhand.
I
That's
didn't
dumb.
buy it. It was given to me.
Well, as long as it was just given to you, because it's probably not worth much. But
Yep.
yeah,
So this winter,
Nope.
this
Cards that have been
Christmas.
mined on are practically worthless.
Yep.
yeah, they're pretty much burned out.
Yep. This Christmas, I plan on getting a better GPU, hopefully with my bonus.
I would get one, but my problem is I don't know if it'll fit in my computer. Like if I take this one out,
You need a new case. Like
I
a
don't
bigger
even know
case.
if. Yeah, I guess
Dev,
maybe, but
Dev, do you realize how much work it is to transfer shit into another case?
yeah, it's
I think Rog would do it though.
I think Aries would do it. I would have to pay for him to come to America. I'd like, I don't know, as a
I have
reward
done it.
for
Hi,
as a
Ellie.
reward for
Thanks for the
fixing my
raid.
computer and making it bigger and better. I would like have to give him my AK and let him go out in my backyard and like mow down some trees or something. Like, like he would
How
love
was your
it, and he'd be like, "All right, let's
stream?"
fix your computer."
I'm sure. Hey, I think we could get the Texas welder to come over and help.
I don't need my computer like my motherboard welded to the case.
Oh yeah, you beat the game. That's awesome. What? Okay, what game was it? It was a Pokemon game. Was
See,
it?
now that line was exactly what a Twitch bot would have said. Great, you did a thing. What were you doing?
Well, no, he did it. I think it was. I know it was a Pokemon game. I think it was a trading card game
What?
for the
What?
Game Boy. You were playing a Game Boy game. Potato Frog's mom can help this weekend with the computer upgrade. There you go,
Oh
Rod.
hell yeah, yeah.
She can certainly help with the hard drives.
Mommy.
Oh my God! Stop. Oh no.
See,
Muy-
see, mommy,
Stop
oh,
it.
see.
Muy
Sí,
caliente.
Oh my
Muy
God.
caliente, mama.
Oh my God.
How do you say mama or mom or whatever in Spanish? Is it just mama
I believe
or
so. Woof.
or mummy?
You're honorary Latina or Latino or Latin.
Dude,
You're
that-
around
he's
them
like
enough.
the whitest person I ever seen.
Yeah,
I seen
but
a
he's
picture of him the
around
other
them
night.
all the time.
Although weirdly, he looked a lot like I pictured him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did actually. Without the cloaking device that they were using. Potato Frog sent me this one picture. She said it was of those two, but they were like wearing like the Predator's cloaking device on their upper half. All I could see was legs. Like, once it got up to like where like the torso connects onto the leg, there was just like nothing there for me. So like they were wearing some kind of weird cloaking device, standing in front of a orange backdrop or whatever. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. But yeah, so
I took 3
apparently
full years of Spanish and I can't remember it.
apparently Latinas and Wolf have access to Predator cloaking armor.
To be fair, that they've been speaking Spanish their entire lives and they had to teach them what pineapple was.
Oh my God, my cousin Tyler, he totally proposed to his boyfriend. Yay.
Wait a minute. Let me think here. Nah, Potato Frog's mom taught me what pineapple was the other day. What the fuck did she?
No, that was me. She didn't know what pineapple was. I was the one that had to fucking
Oh,
tell
I
you.
thought her mom said it, because it was like a margarita
Pina.
or something. Or
I-
pina,
I-
yeah,
s-
that was
yeah,
it. Pina colada, yeah.
It was me that said pina,
Pina
and then you said, "Oh yeah, because of
coladas.
pina colada."
Yeah, and she said, her
So,
mom said something about, yeah, there's pineapple juice and pina coladas or something.
yeah.
Not
After
in
it was me that had to
Europa,
teach him fucking Spanish.
and you have half a brain.
Pina. Yeah, they speak a lot of Spanish up there in Ireland. that's
Well,
their
yeah, they can.
native language.
Well, it's not like they can fucking speak anything else half the time.
Isn't it, don't they call it like Gaelic or something?
Oh, you
Yeah,
bet.
too busy gay licking their cousin's nuts.
Oh my god!
God damn. Oh,
Oh my god, there's so much going on with that sentence. Oh my god.
I was just trying to learn about another culture, but it turns out the Irish like to gay lick each other's nuts.
Oh my
The
god.
poor women.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's
I
licking
want to
their
see
nuts
what
'cause they don't have any.
photo was shown to him as well.
The cloaking device one?
Yeah.
Potato Frog knows which one. That
Yeah, have potato fry send it to
I
me
don't feel comfortable sending pictures
of other
that other
people.
people send to me. Yeah, like
understand.
that doesn't feel right.
Agreed.
Like it's not a bad picture or anything. At least I
Guys.
don't think it is.
Guys, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? So Sunday is the last day of the first 2 classes that I've taken since going back in high school. University. So, and then, well, and Monday starts another 2 classes.
Wait, Wolf, you don't remember the day that you and your girlfriend put on Predator cloaking armor and like walked around a Japanese park?
A Japanese park.
I mean, if I had Predator armor, I would remember wearing it.
But yeah.
Or Predator cloak. I don't know. Did they have
And I have
armor?
A's
Like,
in both the class. Well, I have a B plus. in one of them, I should
was
have
their
an A.
armor
It's-
cloaking or was it like a separate device?
No, their cloaking was built into their clothing. The actual device was on their wrist. Their armor would be equivalent of our leather armor, I think.
Oh, so like they didn't have like high-tech futuristic armor. Okay.
Yeah,
That
it was more
day,
just cloaking,
that
but the
day is
material would
not
be
in my
closer
memory,
to
but I am a bit tired right
leather.
now.
Yeah, you guys went to some kind of a Japanese fair or park or some shit, and there was like some kind of a weird tunnel painted on a wall, and you guys were standing in front of it.
Are you sure that's what you saw?
That's what she told me.
Or is that another
That is what
another
she
one of those
told me.
pictures with Rog type of deal?
No, well, kind of, because all I could see were their legs. Their upper halves were just gone.
Guys, one of these days we are going to play a game called Pictures with Rog.
Yeah,
Because
very fun.
Just be prepared for horse cocks.
lots
Yeah, for
of
some
horse
reason.
cocks.
Well, if Clocks is the
And
one
fetus.
giving the pictures, I only saw one fetus.
I know what you're talking about. Oh, okay, okay. Oh yes, please, yes, dragon. We enjoy. Let's just say we have looked at a picture of 2 birds on a branch.
There was a
And
lot going on in that picture. There was a snowman, a dinosaur.
a fetus,
Yeah, there was a
a
fetus.
horsecock.
Was there a horsecock in that
Yep.
one?
Yep, in the
Oh
branch.
yeah, it was like a very phallic looking thing. Yes, I didn't
Oh
necessarily
yeah,
say that
okay,
was
yes.
a horsecock. I said
It
that
wasn't
was
a horsecock, but it was a
that was like
phallic
a
looking thing.
phallic shaped thing that like dog legged hard to the right. That was clearly a broken penis.
So, you guys have that to look forward to.
Yeah, we'll do pictures with Rog one day. Don't worry, everybody. You'll love it. It's an amazing time.
And I'll just sit here and laugh because
While I play that game, I've been asked, what kind of drugs are you on? How are you seeing these things?
can you share
Even
your
though
drugs?
I'm like showing them, like I'm like I zoom in to like show them on my screen. I'll show you guys what I see, and then like in Aries' case, I don't know. He must have like a weird, maybe a lesser version of what the fuck ever I have, that is coupled with my poor vision that allows me to see things. Like Clock sent this one picture one time of
Of our dog.
like a sunset. No,
Oh,
the
the sunset.
or the
Okay.
sunrise or whatever. And upon seeing it, I could identify that it was a sunset or sunrise. It was, it was definitely one or the other. Sometimes it's hard to tell with those. Anyway, I immediately thought though that it was over a lake or like a river or a body of water or something. And Aries immediately said, now that he said like a lake or a body of water, I can't unsee that. Like
Yep.
Yep.
That
immediately.
because how the
what?
clouds were in it, it looked like how a top of a lake would be.
Yeah, it looked like just a reflection like of the sky, but like, from the ground, like just the way water would reflect the sky. That's what I saw, but that was not what was in the
No,
picture. But
it was just the rest of the sky.
I'm glad Aries was immediately able to be like, "Oh, fuck yeah, I see that." It made me feel better. It's like, "Oh, thank God, somebody else has got a fucked up like mind at least." I mean, I know my vision
Yeah,
helps,
but then you get sent a picture of a beagle corgi mix, and all of a sudden you see horsecock
yeah, and for some reason that beagle has a horse cock on it. Apparently, there's always
on
a
its
horse dick
face.
involved with that dog somehow. And I'm not even sure what I'm looking at. And sometimes even after they tell me, I still don't know what I still don't like. They're like, "Oh no, bro, that's
We
a
try.
dog,"
Clocks
and
has
I still
tried
just
to
don't see
actually
it.
even like color coded it to point out like, well, this is what this is. This is what this is. The orange area is this, and then he just goes, well, now that's just a colorful mouse. I think he used to call it, or something like that.
Oh, is that what that picture was? She said that was a dog.
That was her
That looked
dog in
like
her lap.
that looked like a cartoon mouse with a green beam of light or something shooting out of its ear.
That was after she colored it.
Yeah. But yeah,
Oh shit.
that was just her dog in her lap.
Like I never actually seen any messages about that after that. I was just like, that looks like a cartoon mouse. I mean, I can show you guys after the stream what
No.
I saw as a cartoon mouse with a green something coming out of its ear. I didn't know she color coded that. I just thought it was like a cartoon image or something.
No, she even said I color coded it and this is this. You just didn't read the messages. You just looked at the picture.
Yeah, I didn't see the. I guess I didn't see them. My apologies, Clocks, if you're listening.
I think she's playing golf with friends with Beth.
Oh. Well.
Let me see if they're still up there. I want to play some Phasmo or some more Vampire Survivors. Boop boop boo doo boop boo boop 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 boo. Okay. We got 2 minutes left, guys. Oh, playing classic on Haunted. What is that? Oh, golf with.
Wait,
friends. I'm playing golf.
is Lester in the chat right now?
No.
Okay. Because I'm going to be honest. She changed her picture last night and then asked me what I thought of it. And I'll be honest, it's really tiny and I couldn't really tell.
Oh no.
But I told her that it was pretty. I have no idea what her picture is, but I hope that it's of her. Because it's too tiny and I couldn't really see it that well. Because it was just like the little Discord, image.
Did she spend like 10 minutes deciding which picture of her to upload? So it probably is.
Yeah, that's what I mean, it was a safe bet to say that she was probably really pretty in it because it took her forever to pick that one. So it was a safe gamble.
It is a picture of her, says Wolf, so you're good.
Because I didn't have the heart to tell her that I don't know. I couldn't see it.
As long as you don't say that she looks like a horsecock, you're good.
I did not see a penis in that picture, but the
we haven't
picture's
done
so small.
But we haven't
done the pictures with Rog with her with it yet.
That's not fair. Guys, I don't want to do pictures with Rog with an actual person because then I'll feel awful when somebody's like, that's Aries' face. And I'll feel bad because I'll probably see like a bunch of shit like there that wouldn't look like a face to me. Like, okay, any future reference, if anybody like ever wants me to like see a picture of them and be like, oh, do you think I'm pretty? Do you think I'm good? Like, ugly, what the fuck ever. Do a picture with your face, nice and clear, but a darker background.
And then send it to Cassie so that she can tell him.
Yes.
Yeah, that happens too sometimes.
Okay, guys, it is that time. It is 11 o'clock on the dot. And I really want to go play.
So it's 4 o'clock.
Okay. Us, you,
Horsecock on the dot.
horsecock on the dot, guys. I want to go play a video game, so I'm gonna go play a video game.
Horsecock o'clock.
2 more hours of what? Oh, hold on.
Can you get rid of this?
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm saying goodnight to these guys. Okay, can you? shush
Well,
up for a
good
little
night, everyone. Thank you for coming and listening to me ramble and these
Yeah.
two talk about their video games.
I am planning on doing a long stream somewhere around Thanksgiving, the weekend after Thanksgiving anyway.
And
You
I
should
will
do
not
2
be
more
there.
hours. No, I gotta work tomorrow, Owie. You do 2 more hours. As you can see, my little girl. is
Yeah,
behind
Howie,
me.
you start your podcast. I'll watch it and see if it's any.
It'll
If
play
it
through
sucks,
our
though, I'll be honest. I'll leave in like 5 minutes. But
That's
I
my
don't think I know Howie.
This little girl behind me. This is my creepy little 5-year-old, who may or may not become a serial killer. We'll see. Work is overrated.
Oh.
Just quit. Yeah, gotta pay bills.
Is that the one that wants to have green children?
Yes, this is the one that wants great children because
That
you
one's
told
my
her that you
favorite.
were an orc.
She was adorable. That one's my favorite. See, they're not my kids. I'm allowed to have a favorite.
Can you say hi?
Hey!
Okay, now you just made all of them deaf. Can you say hi nicely, please? Okay. Okay.
Mommy?
Oh, now say bye.
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 Okay. Bye, everyone. Have a good night, and we will see you next week.
Mommy, you have to get rid of
Okay,
Orc power.
I gotta finish this though first, like I told you. Okay, sorry guys. Have a good night and see you next week.
Bye.